that they can hear me. 5 people here, that's amazing. I've never had 5 people waiting before. Can you hear me? Got my chai tea latte. It's very sweet. 6 people here. Loud and clear. Thank you, Tim Murray. Nice to see you here. Where are you now, Tim? How's it going? So I'm in Greenbelt in Makati, which is a lovely mall in Manila. So where are you, Tim? And who else is here? Who else is here? Who else is watching? Eric! Oh, my friends, Eric. Nice to see you, Eric. How's it going? What's up? It's all good. It's all good. It's a bit gloomy. Manila is a bit gloomy at the moment. I don't know about you, but had a week of misery. Oh. Sorry to hear that, Tim. I hope things are okay. When are you here? When are you here? When are you? I know you're coming soon, I thought. And what time is it? What is it? It's now 1 o'clock in the morning. Gosh. You'll be landing in Manila on March the 3rd. Okay. Hello, Frankel from Hong Kong. How's it going there? Is it air? That's a good question, actually. I don't find it bad. I don't find the air pollution bad in Manila. Yeah, definitely not as bad as Bangkok at this time of year anyway, where I got sick. I always get sick in Bangkok in January, February. So definitely better than that. So yeah, you've got no problems. You moved to the outskirts of Antipolo in a year. Okay. Did you watch my video on the museum in Antipolo? Nobody watched it. As usual, when I upload videos of a more cultural aspect, they don't get views. I don't know why, but yeah, it's a great gallery there. Okay. What's better for dating, Cebu or Manila? I think they're pretty much similar. I think the big cities are pretty much similar. Yeah. It's the city mentality now, and I'm finding, to be diplomatic here, I'm finding a lot more girls wanting something, wanting donations, wanting gifts, asking for dark chocolate and flowers on my first date. I mean, come on. It's just like, I'm finding this quite a lot recently, that girls are demanding a lot more. So yeah, I find Cebu and Manila pretty similar. I'm going for a week in Cebu, end of March. I'm going to Cebu for a week. So I'll let you know. Just seen Tim's comment. Yes, they do. They do want that. They, which is great. Which is great. They like a foreigner because of that. Yeah, Frankel. This is a lovely area. This is a lovely mall. Manila gets really bad press. I don't know why. I mean, I've said this the other week. I saw a quote from a foreign girl who went to all these areas around the Philippines, saying how wonderful El Nido is, how wonderful Palawan is, and then she put disappointing on Manila. Now, I don't think people have spent much time in Manila, because there's some great areas in Manila. There's some great architecture. There's some great museums. It's great open spaces. The malls in Manila are the best. I mean, shopping malls. I thought that was thunder. there's somebody moving stuff around. I mean, the mall actually hasn't opened yet. Just the gardens in this mall are open quite early, so we can come and have breakfast. So yeah, Manila gets a bad press, and I don't know why, because there's great areas in Manila, which is part of my conversation today. Have I seen? You remember my quote from years ago, talking about the only thing I knew about the Philippines was Imelda Marcos, and how dangerous Manila was. That was the only two things that I knew about the Philippines, was Imelda Marcos's shoe collection and how dangerous Manila is. I think I've learned a little bit more since I've been here over the last 5 years. Hello, Phil. You Wythenshawe, is that right? Do you live in Wythenshawe? Am I right to say that? No, I'm not ignoring you. I used to live in Fallowfield. I used to go to college in Cheshire. I don't know if you know this, but I went to college in Cheshire, and for a year I lived in Fallowfield in Manchester. This was 1986 when I went to the Hacienda. So I don't know if you're into music, but it was a great time for music. I'm glad Perla and you adore my blogs. Thank you, Tim. Good morning, Cebu expat. How are we? Are you in Cebu? Wythenshawe, I was right, yeah. I thought I remembered it. And what are your plans, Phil? Are you coming to the Philippines? I know you've been watching a lot of my videos from the past. What are your plans? Are you planning on coming to the Philippines at some point? Who else is here? The toast rack. I know you're from Manchester, Tim. I've never heard the toast rack. What era is that? Because I was there 86. Was that there? Was that there then? Or is that a code for something else? Hello Heath in southeast Tennessee. How's it doing? How you doing there? Good morning, evening. I assume it's good evening for you there. I should get back to Cebu because the call centre girls are in need for an expat. I think there's lots of expats in Cebu. DD, you're right. Decent light rail. Exactly. It needs a monorail. You're right. That would be great. It's got a train transport system, which I've used a few times, but it's a bit busy underground. Nobody talks to each other. It's like being on the British Tube. It's very silent. So yeah, I think there's plans for that. An overrail. They're actually doing something at the moment. Construction is taking place as I speak. My wife ran away with my best friend to the Philippines, and I miss him. Yes, I miss him too. The main shopping centres get going around 11 a.m. That's right. No, they are open all day. They're open all day, and they're open most days of the year. I think they only close. I think it's New Year's Day or something. One of the, like European hours. In Europe, a lot of places close over Christmas and New Year, but in the Philippines, that's the best time to go. I mean, they're all open, and they're very busy. And the Hong Kong shopping malls are freezing. Good gracious. I remember going to a mall in Hong Kong, and it was like an ice box. It was so cold. I mean, I know a lot of Filipinos come to the malls in the Philippines to escape the heat and just wander around and because they haven't got AC at home. But going into a mall in Hong Kong, it was just absolutely freezing. I love Hong Kong, by the way, but the malls, turn the heating up. What's going on? Okay, so Phil plans to come. Oh, okay. Maybe in a year or two. Okay, so keep watching, Phil, and then you should know exactly where to go when you come. Lots of trolley moving going on around here. Okay, Billy. So for me, I would prefer cold calling. Well, I would prefer meeting girls outside in the open, but I think you need to do both. I think people who say don't go on the dating websites are cutting themselves off, but there's quite a lot of girls you meet on the websites. You know, once you've got past all the scammers, it's a lot easier to meet girls, I think, online than it is in the flesh. I mean, a lot of people say, why don't you just go out there? But it's a lot of Filipinos are shy, as we know, and don't really want to be approached. Well, some of them do, obviously. That's why they're at the mall. But a lot of them don't really want to be approached by an old foreigner coming up to them and embarrassing them in the street. So a bit of both. Cold calling, yeah. My mate in the UK told me that expression, cold calling. How's your cold calling? Thank you very much. My classical British music. Yeah, my shorts. I should have been doing more of this, putting music on my shorts. I don't know why. I don't know why. I sort of missed that because all my favourite music, which I like to put into my long form content, YouTube doesn't allow because it'll be copyright issues. But you can put copyrighted music on shorts. And I don't know why I've only just started doing that this week. So there's a lot more to come. My favourite music is all going to go on my shorts over the next few months. Oh, Ayala Centre is almost finished. Nice and shiny and waiting for me. Yeah, I'll be there. Where else do you go, Cebu expat? Where else do you hang out in Cebu apart from Ayala Centre? This is what I find lacking about Cebu. If we talk about the comparison between Cebu and Manila, I find Cebu lacking in places to hang out. There's the Ayala Centre, the Ayala Mall, or there's IT Park, but that's about it. In Manila, there's a lot more places to hang out, in my opinion. There's places like this, there's a lot more variety of places to hang out. This is one of the reasons why I love Manila. Video tours, long time watcher. I'm glad you're still around. I'm glad you haven't switched off over the last 2.5 years. Thank you very much that I'm helping you. Oh, Malabalai! Oh gosh. Video tours. You obviously haven't seen my video. I went. Tim knows this. Because Tim set this up. I met a regular guy in Malabalai who, on his vlogs, he'd said, "What a wonderful place this is," and so I went there. Got a bus from CDO to Malabalai, which is, I don't know, 2 hours away or something like that. And he was there, and he'd been there a month, and he'd got a contract for about 6 months, and he already decided, what am I doing here? Because when the previous time he'd been there, he'd gone there during a festival, which, as we all know, festivals time is a lot different to going when there's no festival on. So, sorry, I was distracted. So he, after a month of being there, he decided, I don't want to be here. So I met him, made a video, and I said, on my title of my video, I put, "Some idiot told me to come here." So good luck with moving to Malabalai, Mr. Video Tours. The weather is perfect, but yes. Let me know how you get on. Okay, the Toast Rack is a 60s building in Philippine. I've never heard of it. I don't know why. I never heard of it. I went to, well, obviously you did as well. Manchester University or Manchester Poly, I think it was. They had gig nights at Manchester Poly. The roast rack is yes. I am. David, I'm glad you're able to type very well at 3 years of age. Um, Double D asks what happened to my Manila girl. Well, if you watch those videos, you will know why I didn't keep hold of her. Yeah, everything under 30 degrees is cold, yes. You're right, I mean, the change of temperature. At this time of year, there's a bit of change of temperature. It's like a little bit chilly. Well, I always get sick at this time of year. And for Filipinos, when the weather is a little bit cooler at the start of the year, yeah, they all get sick as well. Because it's a little bit cooler. It's only like 3 degrees cooler, but they all get sick. Our shopping malls are closed or on the verge of closing. No, they open at 10, so it's now what, 9:15 or something? So they open at 10 and they close 10 or 11. I think about 10 they close. It's longer at the weekend, but yeah, they're mainly open, 12 hours a day. Chilled malls are a blessed relief. I know, but a freezing cold mall is totally different. Try finding a seat. Exactly. In malls, there's not many places to sit down, is there? Hello, Steve. I'm in Manila, in Greenbelt. I don't know if you're familiar with areas of Manila, but this is Makati, and this is called Greenbelt Mall, and it's a lovely shopping mall. And they're actually renovating a few of the. It goes from Greenbelt 1 to Greenbelt 5, and they're actually renovating a couple of the Greenbelts at the moment, and they'll be open in another couple of years. So yes, I'm in Manila. If you haven't subscribed, can you please subscribe, and can you please click the like button? Do you get some? No, not yet. Cebu expat. I'm 3 years off. So as soon as so it used to be 65 in the UK, and then they moved to 66. When I get to 66, they're moving it to 67 that year. So I've got to wait an extra year. So now I've got to wait 3 years. YouTube money only, yeah. So keep watching and stop skipping the ads, please. Phil off his tree, I was there in 1986. It was my 3rd year of college. I lived in Cheshire for 2 years, for my first 2 years of college. I was doing photography and creative writing at a small college in Cheshire, and then I decided I didn't want to be stuck in a little village for my 3rd year, so I moved to Manchester and I commuted in my 3rd year. It's only 30 miles, and I had an old Morris Minor, and I was commuting from Manchester down to Alsager in Cheshire, and I wasn't going in very much because in the 3rd year I was doing my dissertation and working online, as it were, in Manchester. So I used to go in probably once every 10 days or something and drive down in Nelly, my Morris Minor. So 1986. And then I graduated 87, Hi, Manila, is that a question? I love USA. He says, or she says, hi, Manila is a nice place to live. That is obviously a statement. It is. You're right. I like it here. It's got variety. There's lots going on here, and I don't know why it gets such a bad press. There was okay. You got a resort voucher for 200,000 pesos. Was that for free? And where are you going to go with that money? Oh, gosh. I was okay. I was never into Hanoi. They were 80s, weren't they? I remember. I was never into that type of music. It's a bit too metally, isn't it? Isn't Hanoi Rocks a bit metally? I was not a fan of that type of music. So, are you going? Are you going to watch? It's 10 minutes away, so I assume I hope you're going. Okay, so it's a good question, Cebu expat. I went there. Cebu expat asks about Venice Mall. Now, when I went there 2 years ago, I thought this is a bit cheesy. Venice Mall, for those of you who don't know, it's set up like Venice. It's got like gondoliers, and a canal, and it's really quite pretty, but it's a bit cheesy. So when I was there 2 years ago, I didn't really appreciate it that much. And then I had to go there a couple of weeks ago. I had my camera broke, and the Canon service centre is at Venice Mall. So I went there to get my camera looked at. And I thought this was quite nice. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back hopefully with a lady friend. So have you been there? Have you been there? I know. Okay, so Tim, I called this live stream In the City as a tribute to Rick Butler. I don't know if you noticed that. I called it In the City. Yeah, it's very sad. 69. What a guy. What a guy. What a band. Yes, Tim. Exactly. They were wonderful. The Jam were an amazing band. For those of you who have not followed the Jam, Paul Weller, I wasn't too keen on his stuff really after the Jam that much. Some good songs for the Star Council, some good Weller songs, but there's stuff with the Jam. All Mod Cons, the third album, was absolutely amazing. That's one of my favourite Jam album, and one of my favourite albums of all time. What an album that is! What an album! And I actually saw them playing songs from All Mod Cons in Reading Festival before they came out. Down in the tube station at midnight. It's been played for the first time at Reading Festival, and I was there, and it was just what is going on? The wonderful songs. Anyways, that's my Jam bit. Thank you for recognising the Jam, Tim. Yes. You're here in Oz? 67. Okay. Isn't America 62? Is it America? Is it 60? Is that? Am I right in saying that Americans get their pension at 62? Am I right there? Why are the rest of us having to wait 5 years? Oh, Cebu expat. You disappoint me. Actually, we do get donations. We do get a split from YouTube Premium, but yeah. So you don't get any ads anyway. I'm not. So as I said earlier about Hanoi Rocks, I was not into that type of heavy metal music. I was not. I was not into that type of music. I don't know. Yeah, it's sort of. I don't know. Well, I do know why, because it never appealed to me. What did you? You haven't missed anything, Durian. We've just been talking about Manila and the Jam. Rick Butler died. I don't know if you know. Rick Butler died. He was 69. Great drummer. He didn't do. Actually, he produced. This is another band that probably no one will ever know. The Family Cat. He produced. I'm sure it was a single or the first album, maybe. That's all he did. After I don't know what else he did, apart from writing a book with Bruce Foxton slagging off Paul Weller. They did an autobiography together slagging off Paul Weller. But what else did Rick Butler do apart from the Jam? Cricket or football? Here we go. Good question. So when I was brought up, my dad was really into sport. So we would go to football every week. He was a West Ham supporter, so we would go to football. Well, try to go to football every week because it was standing room only in those days. And he would take us to the football match, and we'd try and go to try and get in. But we also went to cricket. We went to watch Essex every weekend as well. So it was our house was we were always going to watch sport, either football or cricket. So I loved cricket at the time, up until 15, 16, I'd go and watch cricket with the family. But then I sort of went off. I've been to see a few matches over the years, but not as much. Only one every 5 years. Actually, I went to a test in, oh God, just before I left the UK. I went to Wales to watch a test. God, where was it? Cardiff. England were playing Australia, weren't they? Was this 2019, I think? So yeah, but I'm not too sure what's going on nowadays with all that, with all the new rules about, I'm not too sure what's going on. Okay, so where would you find in the call centres? As Cebu expat so rightly says, all the ladies from Cebu are missing me, and you will find them. Go to IT Park in any time of day. It's open 24 hours. You will find a professional lady there. I'm sure you're talking about that type of professional lady and not another type of professional lady. If you want another type of professional lady, you go to Mango Avenue. Graduate level jobs. So yeah, I suppose I did. I worked as a photographer for a university. Is that a graduate level job? Well, in those days, not that many people had degrees as much as they do now. And so I went for a couple of job interviews as a graduate, and I got these jobs going up against 50, 60 other people because I had a degree. I went for an interview with the police, not as a policeman, obviously, but taking photographs of scenes of crime, objects, and working in the darkroom in Essex Police. So I had a terrible interview, but because and they asked me questions like, would these sort of photographs that you're printing up in the darkroom put you off doing the job? And they showed me these horrible photographs of corpses and stuff, and it was horrible. And would this put you off doing the job, sir? No, that won't put me off at all. No, not at all. No. And I had a terrible interview, but I got the job because I had a degree. So my passion was photography, so I was following my passion, but also doing jobs in university. It was a great job being a university photographer. So I had my own darkroom, I kept my own hours, and it was happy days. I was there for almost 8.5 years, working at university. Now, can you imagine working at university? I used to go into the university, used to clock on at 9 o'clock, and I used to go straight up to the canteen and have breakfast. It was quite a cushy job. If any of you are watching from Thames Valley University, I used to work really hard, but I used to go into work and go straight to the canteen and have my breakfast, and then do my work. It was a great job, but I did get bored because it was very cushy. It's having a room. Well, doesn't matter where your room is. You can go to the go wherever you want to go anyway. Oh, okay. So you've already been to the Philippines anyway for a long time. I love Asia. I love USA. So what you're saying is Stockport is not Cheshire anymore. My friend used to used to live in Stockport. I used to go and stay with them there. Okay, you did pay 200k for vouchers, which are valued. So okay, that's pretty good. That's very good value. Hello, Travel, and where are we? That's quite a long name. Travel and Treasure with Rambling. Well, obviously, it's a long name because you're rambling, Dan Smith. Yeah, the church is very close to here. And how was it for you? Oh, so you do know this area if you stayed here. It was 90-minute service. Could you not get out any earlier? Heaton Moor. Okay, yes. What's the other place? Is it Heaton Mersey? Is it Heaton Mersey and Heaton Moor? Are they next to each other? I'm sure my friends. Well, he married a lady from he married a lady from Congleton, and she set up her first house. I'm sure it was Heaton Mersey. Thank you, Brian. I'm glad to see you here. I'm glad you tuned in. You weren't able to tune into the last one, were you? I'm glad to see you here. Okay, so that's the reason why you asked about Venice Mall, because you've actually been there. How is it? Dan Smith, how are you finding it? Have you tried the Zoom? And it's not a 1-inch sensor, by the way. Everyone says that this Osmo Pocket 3 has got a 1-inch sensor, and they're lying. Okay. I loved Everything But the Girl. I saw them at Manchester. No, it wasn't Manchester. I saw them somewhere in the Manchester area, which was brilliant. In fact, I was one of the only drivers at the university, and a lot of people wanted to go and see Everything But the Girl. So they employed me to drive the minivan to go and see Everything But the Girl somewhere around the Manchester area. Yeah, I saw them 1984, 5. I love Everything But the Girl. They had some great albums at that time. And what is their brilliant 12-inch quite recently? Not recently, but I've lost the thread of the name. Okay, I thought so. 62 in America, isn't it? Okay, so can we get rid of Ken? Yes, Graham Gooch. Back in the day, Graham Gooch was brilliant. Paul Grayson, who was he in there? Who was he in? Paul Grayson was a little bit after. Yeah, he was a little bit after my time. How is Dumagetti for you? Zamboanga is worth a visit. If you check my previous videos on Zamboanga, I loved it. I loved it there. Zamboanga is a great spot. I spoke to John, had a chat with John yesterday. I am very happy for them. I'm meeting John in a couple of weeks. Quite soon, beginning of March, John's going to be travelling through Manila. So I'm meeting up with John then. English girls are the hardest to pick up. I think you're wrong there. Do you not know about Essex girls? The weather is yes, exactly. This week has been pretty grim weather-wise. I didn't realise Cebu was having the same weather. I used to find the weather in Cebu was a lot better, I find, than Manila weather. I don't know why it is, but I always used to find that Cebu didn't rain as much. Well, it rained in the night, but it didn't rain as much as it does. Well, there's a song, isn't there, Raining in Manila, and I feel that Cebu is a less rainy place than Manila is. Yeah, I thought so. Heaton Mersey, that was it. They had a house in Heaton Mersey. They now moved to, where have they moved to? They moved to Bedford, but they were used to have a house in Heaton Mersey. Do you know what? Ragjam Rock. I've been thinking recently. My nephew was in New Zealand throughout COVID for 3 years. New Zealand never really appealed to me, but recently I've been thinking I need to go to Australia. Yeah, at some point. Will I like it? And is it expensive? Okay, so I was in Pattaya last January. I loved the seafront. I loved the walk around that area. But to me, it's the difference between Thailand and Philippines, in my opinion. I prefer to be in the Philippines. I do love that area by the beach, but to me, I prefer to be in the Philippines. Yeah, I do. Steve Doyle asked, "Do you think Rick?" I do think he's funny. He is funny. Do you not think he's funny? Kasabian, no, it's Joy Division, first Joy Division album, Unknown Pleasures. Rialto, is that a band? I don't think I do. If you haven't clicked the like button, please click the like button. Okay. It's always a slow start, so good luck with your channel. If you need any advice, let us know. Give us a shout. Oh, it's like raining in Cebu City now. Is that a new song? Yes, exactly. Okay. It is harder. It is harder. People don't appreciate how much time you put in. Editing is very hard, but it all pays off in the end. Whatever you put into it, it will pay off. So don't give up. Keep plugging away. Is Pattaya empty now? Okay, New Zealand's one of the few countries in the world that has a. I love. What's that area with the old Art Deco? Is it Napier or something? I'd like to go there. The area with the. Is it a town or a city with all the old Art Deco houses? I love Art Deco places like Miami. So, is it Napier? Am I getting that wrong? Okay. I've never heard of Rialto. Sorry, but I will check them out. I think, yeah. He seems to attract. I think as you get more popular, you do get more haters. I don't know what it is. What I do, really. No, I'm not. No, I was in Davao November, so no, I'm not going there. Is that where you're going to be, Simona? I'm not. I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be in Leyte. Good question, Alex. I think it doesn't matter. All over Manila and Cebu, all over. That comment can see the surrounding. I'm sorry, I'm leaning too far forward. You can't see the surroundings. Napier, okay. That is an area. That's a place in New Zealand I want to go because of the Art Deco. Is that Cebu expat? That is a comment, is it? Mostly free and one relationship. Okay, I will find out. He does tell a good story. He's a great storyteller. He is a great storyteller. I'm going to take some water because I normally dry up. Are you, Simona, are you in Davao? Is that where you are? I was there for 3 weeks in November. I love Davao. Davao is a great place. It's a great city. As an alternative to Cebu and Manila, I think Davao is a great spot. A lot of people say Iloilo, but I think I would choose Davao over Iloilo. Although Iloilo has a great walk, has a great riverside walk, but I think I prefer Davao. Something about Davao which feels a lot different to other cities in the Philippines. It feels safer. It feels clean. So yeah, I do like Davao. I'm quite surprised that Pattaya is empty. I think at this time of year, I thought this time of year there'll be lots more people going there away from the European winters and spending their winter in Pattaya. So I'm quite surprised that it is empty. When I was there last year, it wasn't empty at all. The bars are always full up quite early in the morning, so it doesn't feel empty to me at all. Why this year is it now suddenly got empty? Well, you're off to bed. Okay. Good night. Good night, my friends. I think you're right there, Cebu expat. Manila has become like that. I'm finding that more. I think you're right. It's the game has changed. As I keep saying for the last 2 years, the game has changed. Which part? Okay, well, don't go to the place, Steve Austin. From what's that? I know where you're from, Steve Austin. You're from the Three Ladies. What are they called? Anyway, what part of it? It's mainly safe, apart from that area where that guy died. Don't go to the area where it's a very popular Muslim community, and don't go there. Don't marry a Muslim lady if you're not of Muslim faith, and don't start loaning money out to people at a high rate of interest, and you'll be okay if you avoid all that. I find, to be fair, I've found wherever I've been in Mindanao, I've found to be pretty safe. But you do need to keep your wits about you, and don't go waving your camera around and saying you've got a YouTube channel. I found it safe wherever I went, but maybe I was lucky. I don't know. But Mindanao's a great place. I love Mindanao. I mean, I love the food. To be fair to the food, they've got better curries in Mindanao than anywhere else in the Philippines. Have I ever owned? Oh, good question. Have I ever owned a house? No. I've always rented. I've never. What, you bought your first one at age 53? I think I have. I should have bought really when I was a lot younger. I should have bought in my 20s or 30s. I should have bought then, but I never did. And I sort of missed the boat really. I missed, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't mortgage myself up to the hill with, buying property and spending the rest of my life paying it off. So I'm mixed really. I should have done, but then I'm glad I didn't, if you see what I mean, because tying yourself down, and people are still tying themselves. I was talking about this to a Filipino yesterday. People are tied to their jobs now because of the fact that they bought a property and they need to spend 30 years paying it back. So yeah, why tie yourself down if you can afford not to? If you can afford to rent, and then you're free to do whatever you want. Okay, so in Hangdang, Baybay, yeah, exactly. Baybay City. I'm going to Ormoc, getting a boat from Cebu to Ormoc, and then going to that. I can never remember the name of that sandbar. An hour or so from Ormoc. So I'm going to go there, and then probably Tacloban. No money, no honey. Okay, that's true, Cebu expat. Yeah, it's true what you say. Are you saying you like my British accent? Thank you, Signor Hyperface. Have you subscribed and have you clicked the like button? So I'm now in Greenbelt in Makati in Manila. For those of you who have just tuned in, so please could you click the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Yes, David M asks, can I live in Manila or Quezon City less than one? So I've got a budget video coming out over the next couple of weeks. I do not spend more than $1,000 per month. You can get somewhere, in Quezon City, you can get a place for 20,000 pesos, which is what, $400 a month. I went to a place just across the river in Mandaluyong. Can't remember, but What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Um, and she was paying 20,000 pesos a month. It's got great swimming pools, great gym. 20,000 pesos, like $400. You can get places. You're more likely to pay 25, 30 in Makati, but over the river in Mandaluyong, Quezon City, you can easily find eastward. You can find some lovely areas around there. 20,000 pesos. Oh, America's winter's been pretty chuffed. 4 degrees. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I don't envy you. I'm glad I'm not having a UK winter. Okay. I'm glad you got a free bird. There's a song there. Thank you, Simona. Yes. Thank you, Steve, from Texas. Okay, so yeah, I don't see a difference between Manila and Cebu. I find Manila to be fine. There's not many factories around here anyway. Where am I? Oh. Your videos are probably not awful, but you're probably being very hypercritical. It's right. The better you do, the more you do. And I have this feeling: if you improve something with every video as you're going along, you will improve with every video. So don't give up. Just keep going. Just keep plugging away. And but what I'd also say is don't put up something you're not proud of. If you think something is awful, then don't put it up. I've told this story before about a vlogger I was watching who's apologised for a video she was putting out, saying, "I'm sorry, I've had a long day at work. I'm sorry this video is not very good." Well, don't put it up. Don't put out something you're not proud of. So, yeah. Always be proud of your content and what you're putting up. Thank you. I'm glad I inspired you. You make it look well. It's not easy, but yeah, thank you for your appreciation. It's not easy, but keep plugging away. Okay, Jakarta. Yeah, I was meant to be going to Jakarta. I had a flight booked for Jakarta in April. No, when was it? May 2020. During COVID. Well, I'd already booked it before COVID, and then of course COVID happened, and I couldn't go to Jakarta. And then Jakarta, Indonesia had this vaccination necessity, so I never actually got there after COVID, and I've still not been there. But I've been to Bali, and I want to go back to Indonesia. Okay, that's great that it'll be all paid off. I'm glad it'll all be paid off in the end. Okay, you're going to Davao, heading to Davao all over. Okay. So where else are you going in Mindanao? Davao is a great spot. I wish I'd gone to Mati. There's a beach on the other side. It's about 2 or 3 hours from Davao. There's a beach called Mati. I never got there, but I wish I'd gone there. Okay, you'll be in Darwin. 53. Happy birthday to you. Yes, you don't look a day over 52. Okay, you got some problems. Okay. Let me get rid of this guy. There we go. We get rid of these people. Hello, sweet Caroline. Journey Trials, that's very kind of you. And Joy. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much for your donation. That's very kind of you. Very sweet of you. You'll be there. Okay, so let me know what you think of my videos. Yeah, the budget videos. Another one coming up. What's the long-term outlook? That's a good question. I'll be traveling more in the Philippines, and then I'm going to be coming back to Manila. It's just same as the last 5 years. You pay 60k here for, okay, so that is almost my monthly budget you're spending in one apartment. Yeah, that is, yeah. Do I speak other languages apart from Cockney? No. Yeah. That's great that you've got all that money to spend on accommodation. I'm very proud of you. 20,000 pesos is $400. Around $400. Hello, Andrew from Los Angeles. Devo, oh my gosh. I'll be adding some Devo songs to some of my shorts. I was going to put on. I actually uploaded one this week, and I put. What is the Devo song? Oh God, my brain at the moment. The Devo song about a girl. What was it called? The Devo song. I was going to put that on, but then the video got rejected because the girls were wearing bikinis or something, so I couldn't play it. The Girl You Want. That was it. The Girl You Want. Yeah, I had that on the short the other day, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't upload it because YouTube didn't like the content. But thank you. Are you going? Are you going to see them? That would be great. I saw them in London around 2006, I think it was. Yeah, what a great band. So, okay, so is Cebu cheap? I don't see the difference. I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, as Cebu experts say, Cebu is cheaper than Manila, but expensive anyway. Well, depends what you think of it's expensive. If you're comparing it to Western prices, it's not expensive at all. Thank you very much, Vivian. Thank you, Singapore Dan. You're very kind with your comments. I notice your comments. You're very kind with your comments. Oh, 350 pesos. Yeah. Luzon. Well, I feel that the Philippines is similar. Or they do say that Manila is more expensive than. Well, if you're going to be staying in this area of Manila, then you're going to be spending a lot more money on going out to expensive places, and accommodation is going to be more in this area. Okay, I'm sure. Okay, so when the chat replay comes on, apparently after the video has been processed. So after 12 hours or so, the chat replay will come up. Somebody to say, I missed your live, but I couldn't see the chat replay. Please put it on. But it comes on automatically, apparently, after about 12 hours. What is there to see? What is there to see in Leyte? Good question. I just want to go and check it out. A 2-bedroom is how much in Kingston City? I would say no more than 20. I would say 30,000 pesos. Exactly. My whole budget is no more than 75. It's not even that. My whole budget is 60k. Okay, so there's a lot of overspill of condos in Manila at the moment. I think the rents are going down. Okay, so 60k budget is tight in the Philippines. You need to cut back lots of stuff. Like, cut back on what? I'm not cutting back on anything, and I'm spending 60k. What do I need to cut back on? I've not been to Baguio. I went to La Union along the coast, but I never went to Baguio because I didn't want to be reminded of the UK. Good morning, Chris, in Melbourne. How is Melbourne? Okay, so recently I went. Good question, Frankly, Brian. I think you said in the last live stream, do you get a prize for the best questions? So I went to the Mall of Asia last week because I'd never been to the Mall of Asia, and as I was walking around, there were a lot of girls wearing black, bit gothic, and wearing sort of. What are those those long boots that jockeys wear, jockey boots. I think there's a fashion at the moment for that sort of style. Jockey boots and short black skirts. I saw about 6 girls very similarly dressed. So I have noticed that, but I haven't noticed them anywhere else around BGC or wherever. I only noticed them walking around the mall in Asia Mall. I do think there's not much Manila fashion. I don't seem to find it, but there's only recently I noticed these girls walking around the mall in that sort of style. There is no Filipino style as much. I don't think they're very fashion conscious here. I'm going to get loads of abuse now, but I don't think there's much. I don't think there's many. They're very fashion conscious here. You don't have any plans for the festival? I think you should go and see Davao. Let's say Manila Beach is more expensive. I would say, yeah, you're right there. I would say, although, okay, so if you go to a rooftop bar in Cebu, and you get a beer, you will not spend more than 150 pesos at a rooftop bar in Cebu getting a beer. Beers in Cebu are a similar price no matter where you are. If you're at a rooftop, if you're in a lovely rooftop facility and you go and get a bar, you go and get a beer, you're not going to spend a lot more than a normal place. Thank you, Tim. That's very kind of you. I was watching Tom and Lay recently. I was watching them. Tom went for a medical in Manila. So I was watching his video last night, about going for a medical in Manila because I went for a medical in Kuala Lumpur last year. I was thinking of doing the same thing this year, but going somewhere in Manila. So trying to find a place that is not expensive for a full day's medical. So I was watching Tom's video. But they don't seem to do a senior package. They seem to do their packages for 30 plus, but not for seniors double his age. Yeah, BGC is an expensive area. That's why that's why I don't live there. Super hot and windy today. Really? Jodhpur boots. Are they Jodhpur boots? I suppose they are. Yeah, they're great. It's a great look, isn't it? Morrissey, I saw that. Where is he touring? Is he just touring the UK or is he touring the world? Speaking of Asia, I've seen his videos, but I don't know where they are. I know the beer in exactly. Sorry. Yeah, okay. So a beer in a sorry store is 50 pesos, and it's same when you go to a supermarket. But when you go to a rooftop bar in Bangkok and you buy a beer, you pay 10 times the price of what you pay in the 7-Eleven for a beer in an upmarket Bangkok rooftop lounge. So my point is, you're not paying out as much in a rooftop lounge in the Philippines as you are in Bangkok. Davao or studio for posting up during Holy Week? Good question. I would go to Davao. I would go to Davao. Okay. Uh, he's always okay. So Morrissey is always cancelling his shows. Don't know why. Almost freezing. 20 seconds exactly. Thank you for shaving your head. Okay, thank you, Mark. Yeah, it took a long time coming. I should have done it before, shouldn't I? It took a long time coming. Yeah, and also clean shaven as well. What do you reckon? Clean shaven. I would like to have 4 or 5 day stubble, but my 4 or 5 day stubble goes grey now, so it's probably not a good look. Hello, Ben. Yeah, the Philippines is treating me well at the moment. Yeah, I'm quite chipper. Hello, Kuya. How you doing? Beard would look nicer. Really? I'm not too sure. I think someone did say recently. They said you look old with your beard. So yeah, I'm not too sure. Frankly, Brian, are you trying to win the prize again for the best questions of the day? I am happy within my own company. I am self-contained. I am pretty much a loner, and it often is a bit of an effort for me to interact with people. I need to interact with people now because of my channel, but I am happier in my own company, but I do like the company of other people occasionally, yes. So, does that answer your question? I'm pretty much self-contained, but yeah, I do know that I need to be with people mentally, I need to be with other people, but I do prefer my own company a lot of the time, because a lot of the time I get shouted down. So yeah, ladies like the clean look. You're right. Filipinas like the clean look. They will often say they would prefer you clean shaven. Steve Doyon. I've been to both. I like Boracay. In Coron, I didn't go to. I should have done an island tour. I love Boracay because I love the compactness of Boracay, where you can see sunrise and sunset on Boracay, and it's got everything there. It's a good shopping mall. Well, it's an outdoor shopping mall. And you've got loads of restaurants, loads of bars, a great beach. You've got everything there in one place. And if you do want to get away from the crowds, you go to the other side of the island for sunrise, and there's nobody there. So I do like Boracay. I think we're similar. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because we ask good questions. I'm quite intuitive and quite inquisitive. So yeah, so we are pretty similar. Okay, what do you do, Cebu expat, by the way? Find the balance, yeah, exactly. I do love the sun, Mary. Roxy, Mary, where did that come from? I do love the sun. It does make me happy. Back in my own country, when it gets to winter and it's chilly from October through to March, it does affect my psyche. So I do like being in the sun all day, every day. Yes, I am picky about the company. I do. If someone's going to shout over me, if I'm going to be with someone and they're going to talk over me, then what's the point of being there with them? Yeah. I think if you're content in your... a good friend of mine back in the UK says he can't believe how self-sufficient I am. You know, I go somewhere with my book, write a journal with my novel or whatever that I'm reading, autobiographies that I read quite a lot of. I am quite happy just, yeah, being alone. There's nothing wrong with that. Gurpak. So look, there's different places in Leyte to see, like that. Like there's the sandbar that I keep talking about, and there's the big city, Ormoc, and there's Tacloban over by Samar. So there's a lot of places to see. Next month, 14th year. Gosh, fun diver. Where are you? Have you commented before? They're not mentioned to the Phil Beards. No. Don't know why. Philip in the Philippines seems to work. It does. I'm happy here. I'm happy here. They dislike. Yeah. Oh, okay. Andrew, thank you for your appreciation. I have at times put some of my photography into some of my past videos. Good point. I will do more of that. Yeah, I will put more of that into it. Thank you for saying that. If you haven't clicked the like button, please click the like button, and please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Okay, you're online investing. So you're at home all day in your 60,000 peso palace. You're sitting at home all day. So I think it is Sahel Peretz. I would say Boracay is more expensive. I would say when I was in Boracay, I would be walking around looking for places to dine, and there is a lot more expensive. It is a lot more expensive, I feel, in Boracay than other places. It's because of the name, isn't it? It's because of the name Boracay, and the prices have gone up. So I do feel that restaurants do ask for a lot more there than in other places in the Philippines because it's Boracay. Yeah, and also the accommodation. I've spent the most I've ever spent, I think, at a hotel in Boracay. I wanted to have a swimming pool, and it had a gym as well. But I was spending, I can't remember now. It was a lot more than I'd normally pay. Okay, so Ben says he enjoys the freedom of travelling, but gets bored not sharing. I appreciate that, but I'm not bothered about sharing the experience with anyone. I'm not bothered about that. I can understand you're at a tug of war with yourself, but when I travel on my own, it always feels better. It always feels that you don't have to ask somebody, what shall we do today? Where shall we go today? You're just asking yourself. And a lot of the times I will go somewhere on my own and I will sit down and I would not be happy there. I would sit down at a restaurant and I would think, look at the menu, and I would look at the surroundings and I would think, actually, I'm not happy here. So I would get up and I would move on and I'll go somewhere else. Now, if you're with somebody else, they will get pretty annoyed with you for changing your position, changing your mind. You know, if I've gone with a partner or a girlfriend or whatever, and we've sat down, and she said, well, we've sat down here now, and I'll say, so what? Let's get up and move on, move away. So what? We've sat down there. You know, you don't owe them anything. If their ambience is not in tune with you, then I'm going somewhere else. So I love the idea of travelling on my own. I think the freedom, just the word, the freedom it gives you is better, in my opinion, than sharing the experience with somebody else. But that is just my opinion. Okay, so you're near Digos. I went through Digos from Davao to General Santos. I was chatting with a girl online in Digos. I'm laughing because of what just walked past. Anyway, I was chatting online with a girl from Digos, but my bus, and I could have stopped at Digos for a night or two, but then I decided to go straight to General Santos. I didn't really think Digos was worth stopping at. Yeah. Okay, so that's a good question. Well, your favourite place to live? I don't really want to move around as much as I have done in the past. Although I've been rewatching my videos from 3 months ago when I was moving around Mindanao, and I do, like Ben is having a tug of war with himself about the freedom. I love travelling around, but I also get quite irritated travelling around as well. So I do love the stability of being in one place for a few months. So I'm of similar mind. I don't want to travel around as much, but I do miss travelling around and seeing other places. So yeah, I need to travel every 2 months or so, because I do get, well, I don't really get bored because I'm quite happy here, but I do miss the experiences of seeing new places in the Philippines. So that is why I'm going to Leyte, to see new places. Yeah, Cebu. Why don't you take a bird with it? Yeah, that's not going to happen. So you see a lot of girls online saying, I want to travel with you. I want to be your girlfriend and travel with you. Yeah. Do they have a job? Are they going to pay their way? It's all right for you, a man of your saliva, who can afford to spend 60k on an apartment, but I can't afford to travel with someone and pay her way. Yeah. So basically, that's why. I'm not going to fund someone's lifestyle. Being alone for 12 years, exactly. You, yeah. It's a lot. You do have a lot less to deal with. You can't wait to be in the tropics. Above 27 degrees. You can't wait to be 35. Oh, you're in Cebu City, okay. You found English people depressing. Yeah, I'm with you there. When you get on the tube in the morning. Okay, so London is quite grey, isn't it? When I've been on my travels, and before I moved to the Philippines, I was travelling away from the winters, and I would come back to the UK in March, April, when hopefully the weather has picked up, but it hadn't always. And I would get on the tube in London, March, April, and the weather's grey, people have got a grey complexion. I appreciate what you're saying about that. Yeah, we're not the best we're not really that outgoing people. Some of us are, sort of, but a lot of people aren't. Do your research, Gurpat, yes. Exactly, I feel the same. When I've been in relationships, I've got quite stressed because of the relationship. So I feel the same. Anglers, don't get. I think you mean anglers rather than angles. Or are you talking about angels? Are you talking about Robbie Williams as angels? Yeah, anglers didn't do it for me. I'm not really into that type of city. I'm not. Yeah. Okay, you can only travel with it at weekend. That's lucky. Braden, hello Braden. I don't think that's rude. I had to think of it before I gave you a shout out. Braden Jones. Not to be confused with. There's a song by Bananarama. Nathan Jones, you've been gone too long. Exactly. I would travel with friends in the past. As I've got older, I can't tolerate traveling with anyone. Yeah, I think it's an age thing. I think you get less tolerant as you get older. It is so much better traveling on your own. Yeah, and you're more open to meeting people when you're traveling on your own. You're more open to meeting. If you're in a couple, you're less inclined. People are less inclined to approach you because we're traveling with someone, and you're more open to meeting people when you're traveling on your own. If you want to talk to somebody, you strike up conversation. I am more open now than I was in my youth when I was a lot more shyer. I know now that if I want to talk to somebody, I have to be more. I have to do the approaching and be more approachable. So yeah, if you want to chat with people, then you have to be more outgoing. And I would always wait for other people to say hello to me. But now, if I want to talk to somebody, I would go, "Hey, how are you doing? You know, where are you from?" So yeah, I think it's a lot easier and better to travel independently. You have to surrender a lot of your freedom. You give up a lot of yourself, I think, in a way. You give. I'm getting quite soulful here. You have to give up a lot of your identity, I think, in a way, when you're with somebody. My thoughts on the crazy Filipina. That's a good question. How do I say this diplomatically? She's a lovely girl. She's a great girl. Great company to begin with. But then, if you saw the second day and then the third day video, when someone's on their phone, it's not a good sign, is it? It's not a good sign. The first date she was very outgoing and kept her phone at bay for most of the date. But then things, I'm not keen on the modern day person who spends too much time on their phone. And it's not a good sign, is it? I mean, people spend too much time on their phone anyway, but if you're on a date, then, why come on a date and spend time on your phone? Just don't bother coming on a date. I do, you're right. Does your introspection lead to I am very self-critical. I am a deep thinker. We're probably very similar. I am a deep thinker. It is difficult being quite sensitive and a deep thinker. It is. I do overly criticise myself quite a lot. I have learned to pat myself on the back more because I am. If I watch a video and I'm not very happy with it, I beat myself up quite a lot about things. So yeah, I don't think you can be carefree easily when you're a deep thinker. It's a very good question, but I'm trying to learn to be carefree, but I don't think it's quite difficult. Focus, Philip. Focus. Yeah. Focus on what? Have I missed something? Have I missed? Yeah. I don't think. Every time I go back, I love Cebu. I mean, I was there for 3 years during COVID, and I love Cebu, but I don't think it offers as much for me as Manila. So I don't think I'm going to be setting up my base there. I like going back there. I like visiting, but I don't think Cebu is for me. I do have an affinity with Cebu, but I don't think Cebu is for me. Okay, she's the perfect girl. Gosh, okay, so she's working as a nurse in the UK. So how is that going to be perfect for me, being in the Philippines? Okay, so she earns a lot of money. So, okay, so you sold it to me very well. A lady with a large rack, intelligent, and earns herself her own wedge of cash. So she does sound perfect, but how is it going to be perfect for me when I'm over in Manila and she's in the UK? Bring her with you. When you come to Antipolo, bring her with you. Make more street interviews. Weird birds? Is that wired birds? Pinay, okay. I know, yeah, she earns a lot, blimey, exactly. That's a lot of money. What do you mean? I think he's talking about pounds. Fun diver. He's talking about how much she earns in UK. 44,000 is a lot of dosh. Okay, you're staying towards Forbestown. And how do you find the difference between Forbestown and Uptown? I like the Forbestown area. Actually, I like both areas. I live very close to Uptown, but not in BGC, on the other side of the wall, if you didn't know. So I go to Uptown quite regularly to get dinner at night time, although I can't find that many places with healthy food. Up to you. Up to you. Why do they not say? Do they not say up to you anymore? It isn't too tiring to book hotels so often. Okay. Is that a statement? Hang on, I'm not too sure what the question is. When I'm travelling for 3 months at a time and I'm moving on every 2 or 3 days and I'm looking to book a hotel online, it is very tiring. It is very frustrating because I do look at reviews. I don't want to stay in a dump and I don't want to spend too much money. So, I don't want to spend more than 20 quid, 1,500 pesos. I don't really, 1,000 pesos, 15 quid is ideal for me. But you don't find that many when you're travelling around very often. So it is tiring to book a hotel when you're travelling quite regularly, or if you do decide to place for a few months. Okay, so I see, okay. I like travelling, and I also like spending time in a place for a few weeks. So when I was in Davao and in CDO, I would stay in condos for Airbnbs for a week at a time. So that is the way to go, I think. I don't really want to spend 2 or 3 months in a different city, I don't think. Okay, you're currently using Airbnb. You're going to get a rental after March. Are you choosing between Forbestown and Uptown? Is that what you're deciding on? Okay, so IT Park is a great area to meet call centre girls. You're right. He doesn't mean call girls, he means call centre girls. Hello, JJ. What's the most common remote job expats have that you meet there in the field? I haven't met. The most expats I've met here are not. I don't really meet guys who work here. Yeah, I don't really. I mainly meet expats who are retired. So I haven't really met many expats who have remote jobs. Who? Nana, who are you asking what you mean? Are you asking what you mean to me or somebody else? Okay, so Gurpak, the track titles are always in the description. If you read the description of that particular video, the track titles are always in the description. I always put the titles on there. So I often get comments saying, what is the name of this track in the comment section? But if you scroll up and read the description, the track title is always there. So now you need to go back and look at my previous 450 videos and see the track titles. I'll be testing you. So if you haven't clicked the like button, please could you click the like button. If you like what you're watching today, I'm in Greenbelt in Makati, which is a lovely mall here. The phone becomes disrespectful. That's true. It is true, but they don't realise that. if you just look at groups of people, I was watching a group of people yesterday and I thought, where was I? I was out for lunch, went to Power Plant Mall with my friend Victor for lunch. And to my left, there was 6 or 7 Filipinos on the table. And at one point I looked over and I thought, oh gosh, they're all in conversation with each other. None of them are looking at their phones. And within a minute or two, 1 or 2 of them had picked up their phone and were looking at their phone. So it becomes nature to most people now just to look at their phone continuously. There is a restaurant, I think, in Manila or bar where people get 10% off their meal. If there's a wooden rack on the table, you put your phone in the wooden rack on the table. If you don't touch your phone, you'll get 10% off your meal. So, but why does that have to be? Why do people have to have that incentive not to look at their phone? Fair enough if you're on a job, if you're working, if you need to look at your phone to check your line manager, whatever. But if you're out to lunch with your friends, why do you need to look at your phone nowadays so often? It's true, it is disrespectful. I know, yeah, no, she's probably chatting. Well, that's the same everywhere. How does Tim know? How do you know she's untouched, Tim? Oh, you're more keen on Uptown. Okay. Why? Why does... She's my best friend. She's my girl. She's my best friend's girl. That's oh God, who's that by? She's my best friend's girlfriend. The. Oh God, what's the name of that band? You'll know it, Tim. She's my best friend's girlfriend. Okay, taxi drivers always scam you. It's true. You can't. I was trying to come back from Poblacion Saturday night. Every taxi I got in didn't want to use the meter. I live a 10-minute drive from Poblacion, which only going to cost 100 pesos, 150 pesos at the most. None of the taxi drivers, they all wanted 300 pesos. None of them. They all wanted to rip me off. I think taxi drivers are more rip-off merchants here in Manila than they are in Cebu. Yeah. Thank you, Frank, for liking my accent. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand it, but okay. Danilo Dionisio. I am in Makati. I'm at Greenbelt Mall in Makati in Manila. I'm trying to sit back so you can see the scenery. Oh, places are more updated in Uptown mostly, and there's more to do. Okay. What do you mean there's more to do? From Forbes-town, you can... Bonifacio High Street is the best area, I find, in that area. Joy Division, yes. Thank you, my friend. Radio live transmission. Can anyone do... I'm not going to do my Ian Curtis dance. But can anyone do an Ian Curtis dance? Whilst I'm talking to you, can you all do an Ian Curtis dance? Filipinos usually try to look shy, but when you close the book, that's very true. They don't really want to be approached on the street, but they do. It's all very hypocritical. They say they're shy, but yeah, in the bedroom, it's another story. Oh, he got charged. Okay, so I watched Jonathan. I met him in Bohol when he had about 20,000, maybe 30,000 subscribers. I met him when he had 30,000 subscribers in Bohol over 2 years ago, and now he's got how many? Anyway, but he's a bit silly, isn't he? Exactly. The guy is too nice. The guy is too nice. But he's been here for what, 4 years? He should know. He should know by now to check the price before you get into a taxi. You should know. Yeah, he is very nice. He's a lovely guy. He's got great content, but he shouldn't be getting ripped off like that. Oh, you were here the other day. Greenbelt is lovely. It's lovely. It's lovely at night as well. What's the most pleasant walkable city? Okay, so that's a good question. And then I just noticed it was you again. I didn't see who the commenter was. Iloilo does have a lovely riverside walk around the city. Well, it's actually not. It's around the river, not the city. So I would say Iloilo is a good. I like compact cities. So Iloilo appeals because it does have that riverside walk, but it is quite split out. There's the city proper, downtown, where all the businesses are, and then there's Mega World, which is a lovely mall north of the city. But Iloilo itself is pretty spread out, I find. But the riverside walk and city proper is a nice area. So yeah, I do like that part. I do like Iloilo, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I'm glad you had lots of fun. Your mate? Oh gosh, I bet he's on a fair whack. I bet he's on your mate who works at Pornhub. I'm sure he's on a fair whack. He must be. They must be absolutely minted, that company. Oh. No, day at a time. Well, bit more than a day at a time. Bit more than one day. A few days. But being able to move on when I want to move on. Okay, so BGC is the most walkable city. But BGC is a little bit pretentious. It's, in my mind, in my opinion. Like your opinion, I do find BGC quite pretentious. So I do like going there for a beer, because it does have a nice ambience, but it is a little bit pretentious, I find. I was going to go there for a beer last night, being Friday night, and then I just decided I can't be bothered. It's only like a 10-minute walk from where I'm staying, but I just thought I just didn't really want to. T-Mobile, they are going to clean up this environment. What? Okay. Lady on the street freaking the sheets. I am here. Okay, so Tika, I'm just here for another few weeks, and I'm going to be going to Cebu in March. But then I'm coming back. I don't know how long you're in. Are you living here long term or what? I'm going to be back in Manila after Leyte in May. The cars. There we go. Sorry, I didn't realise I was so far behind in the comments. Yeah, my best. Just what I needed was another great song. She's my best friend. Yeah, the great songs. Great songs. Who's going to drive you home tonight? That was brilliant as well. I use motorbike taxis. I seldom use actual taxis, unless I'm with someone. But most of the time I use motorbike taxis, which I love. Joe Jackson, yeah. Now we're talking music again. I need to get some water. My stomach feels a bit dodgy. I actually had, I had Mongo last night. It must be that. I had Mongo last night. Mongo Friday. In the Philippines, they have, I don't know if it's just a Manila thing, but they have Mongo on a Friday. So I love Mongo. And last night, because I didn't go into BGC for a beer, I just went across the road to a Carinderia and got takeaway. And I said, can you heat up this Mongo? So maybe this Mongo had been reheated throughout the day. My stomach feels a little bit dodgy. Are there good gyms? There are great gyms in Manila. There are big name gyms here. There are big brands. There are great gyms here. But I'm not here long enough to get a contract at one of the big gyms. My hotel has got a small gym, so I'm quite happy with that. Your grandma's from Norwich. Okay. Norwich is a great city. I love Norwich. It's a brilliant city. One of my good friends has just moved there from Brighton. Norwich is a great city. I used to go to a film club. I saw Public Image in Norwich at the university in Norwich in 1983, 4. I saw Public Image there. Norwich is great. I used to have it's still got a great university in Norwich. And I went to the university there and saw Public Image. Not really. So coming back from BGC, there's a gate in the wall. And no, there's always people. No, Guadalupe feels safe to me. And coming back from BGC on that is fun. There's loads of people around. I never have, touch wood, I never see any problems. I never hear of any problems. I think Guadalupe is pretty safe. Maybe down towards the ferry and towards Guadalupe train station, where it seems a little bit more dirtier. But in my area, coming back from BGC, it feels fine. Okay, you're going to answer the question with a guy say, does Manila have good gyms? You're at a decent gym, aren't you? Not a bad selection, yes. The Esplanade, yeah, the Esplanade. Are you talking about the Riverside Walk? Well, you can order IKEA online. Okay, there's a big IKEA here. I went to the Mall of Asia, and it's meant to be the biggest IKEA in the world. Is that right? And I was chatting to a girl online recently. And she said she got lost in IKEA for 2 hours in Manila, like a maze. It is pretentious. I think so. Yeah. Okay, so you say BGC is a bubble, but I don't really feel that the business park in Cebu is a bubble. I don't know. Perhaps because of the size of BGC. I don't feel like I'm in a bubble in business park because there are still Filipino areas in business park. You can still. I was staying in Mabolo, so you still walk from business park. It feels like a transgression. Whereas in BGC, you are actually in a bubble, if you see what I mean. So I do feel there's a bit of a difference. Where am I? You're enjoying Palawan. Okay, so Dexter, I love your name, by the way. Is your name taken from the film, the series Dexter, which I loved? I'm now on Blacklist. I'm now on season 9 of Blacklist, which I've watched over the last 2 months. I've watched from season. I never heard of Blacklist before, and I've watched from season 1 to season 9 in the last couple of months. So anyway, your question. Back to your question. You're enjoying Palawan. Okay, so don't go to Puerto Princesa, which is a dump. It's a horrible city. So if you go to a city, go to a smaller city like Iloilo or Cebu. To my mind, is a small city. But yeah, don't go to Puerto Princesa. It's horrible. The Mongo Jerry's. Yes. Canada, hello George. Greetings. Nice to see you here. Yeah, I mean, the restrictions were lifted probably over 2 years ago. When I was in Cebu, you weren't allowed to travel outside Cebu Island. You could go to Camotes and a couple of the islands off Cebu, and then the travel. You were still meant to be vaccinated to travel to other islands at the time. So I was not vaccinated, so I got lucky going to other islands where I wasn't meant to be. And then the restrictions were lifted around the Philippines and around the world. So I could go anywhere now, but yeah, I'm quite happy living here. I'm quite happy using the Philippines as my base and traveling to other countries. You're going to be coming to there in 1 week, and you're going to live there in 1 year. Okay, that sounds good. Send me a message if I'm here next week. Send me a message on my socials, and we can meet up for a coffee. The light, I did, Ben. I have. Okay, so I did vlog it, but I haven't released it yet. I do actually shoot a lot of footage that I don't actually put up, because a lot of the footage that I shoot won't be of interest to a lot of people. So I do shoot anyway. So I did do a journey from Guadalupe to Edsa, and then from Edsa up to Quiapo. Quiapo, am I pronouncing that right? I've shot footage on the underground system. I have used it, the underground system, and I have not uploaded it yet, so maybe I'll upload that. It's okay. It was okay. It wasn't too busy, so it was probably about midday. It was around midday, and it wasn't that busy. It's still standing room only, but it wasn't packed. Going into the subway to try and get a ticket from the ticket machine is very frustrating, because then you get a token, and then you try and put your token to go through to the train, and the tokens weren't working. And I tried moving around, and they said, "Oh, go to the booth over there." So I just went underneath. I just thought, "Oh, this is so frustrating. I can't be bothered to go to see a person and get my token reissued." So I went underneath the barrier, showing my British rebelliousness. Yeah. So sorry. So Jacques, is Guadalupe where you live? That is where I live. I live in Guadalupe, and that wall gets you into BGC. Yeah. No, you're not confused. There, I am in Guadalupe, and I'm walking through a wall to get to BGC. Yes. So I hope I'm clearing up your confusion. I have never met Johnny Lyon. I don't. Yeah. They say don't meet your heroes, don't they? He does a great interview. I don't think we'll get on. But he's a strange character. Yeah. I used to use Fitness First in the UK, in Brighton. I was a member of Fitness First. This is from my own data. Yeah, this is from Smart. Zahil. Yeah, this is from Smart. I am sitting outside. I'm using Smart data. For 800 pesos, which is 10 quid, $13, you get 60 gigabytes of unlimited data. I mean unlimited as in the package doesn't run out. So this lasts me a couple of months. Well, probably not today, because I'll probably be using a lot on this live stream, but Smart data, 5G is brilliant. So yeah, I am using my own data. I need to plug in before I go, before my phone goes dead. See, I'm down to 42%. My phone the battery on my phone, I'm down to 42% already. When I'm out in the sunshine, my phone battery dies really quickly. So I'm now charging my phone. What about Makati P-Burgers? It's horrible. I do go there. There's a lovely bar called Cuba Bar. But the area itself, it's, yeah, there's a couple of good sports bars there where you can watch live football and probably live every other sport, baseball or whatever. But I don't really like it that much. I don't really find it a good area. I do go there for drinks, but I'm not really that keen on it. Yeah, so Business Park. Okay, so they're both Ayala land. Okay. When I was walking around Business Park, filming in Business Park, I would get told off by the guard. I never got told. You never get told off in BGC walking around filming. But when I used 2 years ago, when I'd walk around with my camera, my Canon camera, which is now totally broken, by the way. I'd walk around with my camera on a stick. I would get told off by marshals for filming on Ayala land. They said you can't film on Ayala land. When I'd walk around the malls, nobody would bat an eyelid. No one would say anything. But when I was walking around outside on the streets around the malls, I would get told off by the marshals for filming outside. You can't film here. What about in the mall? Walking around the mall, that's still on Ayala land. So I'd argue with them. Anyway, you got one screwed. Yeah, that sounds ominous, Tim. I would live in Davao. Yeah, I think I would live in Davao. One of my moderators who's now living back in the UK, he lived in Davao for 10 years. He loved Davao. I like Davao. I'm trying to get my camera repositioned so you can see the scenery. The UK don't have real hot dog. What do they have then? I mean, hot dogs here are weird, aren't they? Hot dogs here are weird. Okay, you're going to El Nido, Boracay. There's a great beach at El Nido. What is the name of that beach? There's another lovely beach in Palawan called Port Barton. If you've got any time, I don't know how much time you've got, and if you're travelling through Palawan, there's a lovely beach called Port Barton, which is quite small, but it's a lovely beach. It's got a lovely vibe. Boracay, great. Cebu and back to Manila, April, May, brilliant. You're on a bit of a jaunt. It's a music name from 2000. I'm still using it. Okay. You're in Puerto Princesa, and how you find that tree is coming right out of my head. I need to go. Synchronicity. It's a great song there. I need to reposition myself so the tree doesn't come out in the middle of my head.
But you never know.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'll check it out. Your message. Delivery. I've had that before. Some other lady said that on a dating website. She said that about Michael Temessa. I'd never heard of him until. If I go there we go. That's better. The tree's not right out of the middle of my head now. Oh yeah, ticket for Manila Metro. Yeah, exactly. It's like there was such a long queue to get a ticket. I know. Actually, I bought. What did I do? I bought the. Uniqlo now do band stuff. Uniqlo are quite good for doing. They do a lot of Warhol stuff. So I bought it in Uniqlo in Cebu. And I don't like black t-shirts. a lot of music t-shirts are on black t-shirt. I don't really like black t-shirts. So what I did is I cut it off the black t-shirt, and I got a tailor here to put it onto this blue t-shirt. For 70 pesos, he put it on. Brilliant, £1. And I've got a new t-shirt. Anyway, I'm sure that you're not interested in that, but I like to say how it is. You should get smart, okay. You should get smart and Gomo. What's Gomo? I've never heard of Gomo. I've got smart and I've got Globe. I've got Globe and smart Sims, but I don't use the Globe Smart very much. I just use the smart SIM because of the data. Okay. So Zahir says you never know what you might think people wouldn't be interested in. I do know now what my subscribers and viewers are interested in. Pretty much. I knew that going to Pinto Art Museum would not get any viewers, but I think it's a great video, and it shows off the museum. I loved it. So so often I put out stuff knowing that people aren't going to watch it anyway, but just because I like the video. But it is quite frustrating. I mean, I did that video last year in Dumaguete of the guy who was 62 and he went into the senior games and he won loads of gold medals, and I thought that was a great story, talking about how as we get older. He started sprinting at the age of 62 and he won loads of gold medals. But nobody watched that video because nobody was interested in a 62-year-old winning medals at the Olympic Games. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just filming on when you're on a bus. People say, why don't you get yourself a motorbike and travel around on a motorbike? But then I wouldn't really. I watched. Somebody said about Regular Guy. I watched his recent video in. Tim was talking about Regular Guy. He went from wild to the port. But when you're on a motorbike and you're filming content on a motorbike, just of your motorbike and the road in front of you, is not always that pleasing. Viewable. So when I'm on a bus and I'm sort of shooting out the side window, you're seeing a lot more of the, better view in my opinion. But anyway, I tell those security guards you're not filming, you are streaming. Really? I don't think it makes any difference. I don't think you're allowed to stream or film on property that says no filming or whatever, no use of cameras. Okay, I prefer smart. I used to have Globe. I've still got Globe. I used to use Globe for the first 3 years I was here, but I now use smart. In fact, in the Philippines, you're going to find that in some areas, Globe and smart are better, but I found smart to be fine, using it more over the last 6 months. Oh, you're in Marawi. I was going to go to Marawi. I was in Iligan. How is Marawi, my friend? I wanted to go to Marawi. In fact, where was I staying? I was staying at a guest house, and one of the guys who worked at the guest house or hotel said he would drive me to Marawi and drive me back and be my driver for the day. And I'm not too sure what happened, but overnight he changed his mind. I'm not too sure what happened. Overnight, I wanted to go to Marawi, but I never got there. I have got both. I use dual SIM. I have got dual SIM. I do use both, but I don't top up my Globe because I've got no need. I've got no need to use both at the same time. So I switch from one to the other, but I mainly use smart. Exactly. Nana. Streaming is still filming. I'm still using. Actually, they don't really care about people using a smartphone. If people, he said, if you're using a smartphone, it's fine. But if you're using a camera that is not a smartphone, they object to you using something that's not a smartphone, which is weird. You can still get the same quality off an Apple phone than you can off a film camera. So yeah, it's weird. They just have these rules, don't they? Nakpan. I know it wasn't Nakpan. It was El Camino or something. It wasn't Nakpan. I never got to Nakpan. I went to El something. It was a lovely beach. Okay, under $10 hotel in the middle of nowhere. Where was it? Unigo is rather expensive. Okay, I got it cheap. It was on sale, obviously. It was like, it wasn't 700. They're normally, these shirts are around 1,000 pesos. I think it was on. It must have been on sale. Must have got it for about 500. Okay, Domo is the second around the globe. Okay. Nakpan, yeah, it was going to be off. It was going to take me a while to get there, so I didn't bother going there. I went to the other beach instead. Thank you, Zahir. I'm glad you watched the Pinto Museum. Not many of you did. If you haven't clicked the like button, can you please click the like button? And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Gosh, almost 2 hours. I need to get some more water. Last time I was here, bless him, I asked this guy 6 times to get some service water. He's a bit slow. Anyway, it's a lovely place. This is Cafe Breton in Makati in Greenbelt. It's a lovely spot. It's true. Motorbike videos up there, exactly. They are so boring. It's just driving along. It's so boring. Send him a message, Tim. Send him a message saying it was so boring. Sorry, Tom. Not Tim. I switched from Globe to Gaumont because they have no. Oh, I didn't realise. Okay, I didn't realise they had no. Okay. Now you're telling me something I didn't know. That's because I didn't. That's why I don't use. Yeah. That's why I switched from Globe to Smart, because they don't have an expiry data time scale. Oh, don't come here without a security guide. Okay. Oh, you're going to Smart. Brilliant.
Where? Here.
There's lots of flies around here. You had 2 weeks about 2 miles from Robinson's in Princessa. Gosh. How was it? Princessa's not great. If you are inside the mall, you may spend some money. Okay, thank you. Oh, I'm not too sure. I'm sure some malls. Apparently, some malls you can't film. Yes, because you're still on the land, aren't you? You're still on the land. The mall is obviously on their land, and some companies have laws saying you can't film on. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about walking around the mall with your smartphone. You are allowed to do it, or they're not bothered. I don't know. It's weird how I was in outside Robinson's Mall in Cebu, Robinson's Galleria, and I was filming the entrance. 2 guys approached me, 2 security guards approached me, and there's loads of flies around. I must be smelling a shit at the moment or something. You should drink a service beer. I don't know what it is, seems to be loads of flies going from my head. I don't know what it is, and then I went inside the mall, having been approached a few times outside the mall. I was inside the mall filming, and these security guards were just walking past me, just didn't care. I don't know what it is. Okay, so he'll ask a good question. This is not by Frankly Brian. this good question is by Sahil. How do you deal psychologically with frustrations? Oh gosh, that's a very good question, and I'll probably do I'm going to do a video, which probably a lot of people will watch, about my experiences in the Philippines over the past 5 years, how I feel differently about my experiences in the Philippines. So Victor, my friend Victor, is now here from the UK. He's here for 3 months. So every morning we chat. Victor is more outspoken. I get quite irritable, and I've sort of met my match in Victor, who seems to be a lot more outspoken and more grumpy. He's younger than me. He's almost 15 years younger than me, but he seems to be more grumpy than I am. So we talk about our feelings about the Philippines and how the fact that where we are staying, they start beeping their horn very early in the morning, about 5 o'clock. The road outside our hotel is quite busy, and it gets busy around 5 o'clock in the morning. So guys in their trikes, beeping their horn, and we're thinking, why are they doing that 5 o'clock in the morning? Why are they being so loud? Do they not realise that people are sleeping? So you have to put up with these. You have to tolerate these daily frustrations, otherwise it will drive you crazy. I mean, I'm putting up with it, but probably feeling quite frustrated. But I suppose over the years I've got used to all these things. So I'm trying not to I'm trying not to let it get to me too much. I mean, there's that frustration in the supermarket, which I don't have to do now at the moment because I am not buying my groceries from a supermarket. But if you go into a grocery store in the Philippines and you go to your checkout and you put your stuff on the conveyor belt, and the lady puts all your items through and then she packs them for you. So there is often a packer at the supermarket, but some aisles do not have counters, do not have packers. So the girl who does your stuff, puts your items through, then has to pack your stuff after she's processed your goods. So I pack my own stuff, and I watch Filipinos waiting for her to put all their stuff at the end of the conveyor belt, and then watch the girl pack their stuff. Why do they not pack themselves? So all these things are psychologically frustrated me over the years. But you have to learn to chill. I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to learn to chill more, and you'll find that your patience you have to be very patient nowadays, because it could drive you crazy. Everything is very slow here, so you have to learn to chill and get used to it. So if you're coming to the Philippines, my friends, please try and be patient, and you have to learn how to chill, because it can get very frustrating. Does that answer your question? Please like, if you haven't liked, please like and please subscribe. Where are we? I felt like I was Rike there. If you've ever watched any of Rike's videos, he goes off on a tangent in a lot of his questions, and I felt like I was Rike there, going off on one. Anyway, what's one area of the Philippines you would live to venture to? Love to venture to? Okay, so Mindanao is one of my favourite areas, islands, and so I was happy that I spent a lot of time travelling through Mindanao. I think one of the last areas is probably Leyte and Samal. It's one of the last areas so somebody kept asking the question, what is in Leyte? What is in Leyte? Why are you going there? But it seems to be, a lot of people have said Leyte is a good island. So it's probably one of the last islands that I'm going to go to travel around, because I've done most of I've not done a lot of Luzon. I've done La Union. There is a lot of Luzon that I've not ventured to. There's another Subic and Zambales, which I've not been to yet. I want to go to. There are still a few places that I've not been to, but I've probably done quite a lot of the Philippines that I've wanted to go to. I've ticked off a lot of the boxes. When I came to the Philippines 5 years ago, I made a list of probably 12 places, and I think I've done most of them. Yeah, most of the places I've wanted to go to, I've covered. Parts of so hang on, Dexter, what are you saying? It's like parts of which isn't gentrified. It's, Lapu-Lapu is not. I didn't find much of Lapu-Lapu to get excited about, in my opinion. Got some guy lingering behind me. Yeah, there are, but okay. So Cebu expat says there's plenty of bloggers running around. My point is outside. You're not meant to be filming outside. My haggling skills are very good, as you probably are aware, because I'm quite tight and frugal. But yeah, a lot of places don't say a lot of places don't like to haggle. They will say fixed price. You probably get like 50 pesos off or something, but not a lot. A lot of places do stick to what they are asking. You don't get much discount, really. In fact, if you look at condo prices over the last few years, people would not drop their price. They would rather a place sit empty. If they're asking for 30,000 pesos a month for their condo rental, a lot of places would not want to drop to 25,000 pesos, because a lot of people do sit on what they think is the value of that property, and they will not drop their price. I mean, they have to now, because at the moment there's a glut of places sitting empty, but years ago people wouldn't drop their price. They would rather it sit empty. I have heard of that place, Tika, that I will be visiting. Mr. Gibson, you're there in July. I will be back in May, June. I'm in Manila. I'm in Makati in Greenbelt. I will be back in Manila I'm going to be going to Cebu and then Leyte, and then I'm coming back to Manila in May. Yeah, it is all fixed price. It's weird, isn't it, how that is? How can you be frustrated in film? Running out of money or scam from a girl? Stay low, nothing can happen to you. Yeah, okay. I'm trying. Yeah, Bill, you're late to the party. I've had that conversation. It didn't quite work out. Content prices have changed recently. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, is that the same in Cebu? I would really love to stay in Calyx. Is it Calyx? Calyx. Calyx. There's two, isn't there? There's one in Business Park and there's one in IT Park. I love their swimming pool, and I would love to stay there. Yeah, but I don't think you can get anything for less than 30k. Yeah, I'm not that happy spending 30k. 30k? Yeah. 25, yeah, maybe. Calyx.
I would love to stay there. I love their rooftop swimming pool. So okay, so Cebu, you're saying that is in Cebu, but in Manila they are dropping their prices. But are they doing the same in Cebu? Okay, so Warren asks, best bang for the money. It's difficult. I prefer Manila because there's more going on. But I do like the condos. I do like the ease of getting a condo in Cebu. I feel that Manila, getting a contract in Manila, which I've not done yet, because it seems to be quite a lot harder. I don't know. I just feel that in Cebu it was a lot easier getting a condo. Hello, Mr. Wonderful. I'm glad you saw. I'm glad you watched my video about the other side of the wall. How deep can I go if I walk through that neighbourhood? You can go. You can go. You can go. You can walk for miles. Yeah, it's the same in Tom. No. Okay, so I went to Kamigan because I'd heard good things about it. It was on my list from the start, but then, okay, so I wanted to go to Mindanao. So my point of going to Kamigan was getting a ferry from Bohol to Kamigan and from Kamigan to Mindanao. So I did that journey to go through Kamigan to get to Mindanao. There's not a lot on Kamigan, in my opinion. You do need a motorbike to get around, and I went to a sandbar, a lovely sandbar, which is a very small island, a sandbar, and that was lovely. But the beaches on Kamigan are volcanic sand. If you're looking for a white beach, it's not going to be on Kamigan. I didn't feel that much on Kamigan to get excited about. So, in my opinion, if you've got somewhere else to go, don't go there. There are no dead ends. There are no dead ends? No, there is no. Well, the water, Mr. Wonderful, in Guadalupe, you're going to come to the water in Guadalupe, but then you go across the bridge to Mandaluyong. You can travel throughout Guadalupe. There's no dead ends. Not that I found. Anyway, you can get out of the dead end by walking round the corner. Your brother said the same thing. Want to learn some of their culture. Exactly. Frank D, I've been to most other Asian countries. I've been to China about 3 times. I love China. I've got no plans to go back to China in the next couple of years. I will probably, over the next couple of years, I will probably go to Cambodia. I've been to most of, as I said, I've been to most Asian countries, but I want to go back to Cambodia and Laos and Vietnam. I seem to be retreading my steps, but the problem is, there's so many places to go to. Probably not China. It comes out where? Look on Google. Your girlfriend, my girlfriend, okay, sorry, my girlfriend. I'm sure people there are lovely. In fact, it's quite funny. I can't remember where I was, but that's right. It was a Sunday. I wanted to visit. There's that walk, which you can take that. Yeah, sure. There's that walk where I called it jogging for Jesus, where there's a walk up a mountain, where there's Stations of the Cross up a hill to this mountain top, and I called the vlog "Jogging for Jesus." And I wanted to get there, and of course there's no jeepneys or anything on a Sunday in Kamigan, so I got a guy on a motorbike to take me there. on the way, he tried to sell me his daughter. His daughter was gorgeous. She was probably late 20s. He said, I've got a daughter and I've got a plot of land. Are you interested? Yeah, Comegan people are lovely, yeah, and I'm sure your girlfriend is lovely. So you better go and see her where she's from. Oh, your wife used to work in a Mandaluyong bakery. Oh, they got their foot. I didn't know that. You're thinking whereabouts in China are you going to buy a condo? I need to get more water. And I still haven't drunk my very sweet. My voice is going. I still haven't drunk my very sweet. This has been sitting here for 2 hours. Very milky, very sweet. That's a very good question. Where in Asia wouldn't go back?
Exact change only.
I think I would go back to most places. I love. I've been to Myanmar 3 times. I love Myanmar. At the moment, I think it's a bit dodgy. I think. I like most of Asia. There isn't anywhere I wouldn't go back to. I love all of Asia. Yeah. So sorry, I can't. In answer to your question, I would like to go back to all the places I've been to. In fact, yeah, Cebu expat. I want to do it. Everyone's done a Jollibee. Every vlogger has done a Jollibee vlog. But yeah, you're right. I need to do that. Okay, you're going to Vietnam is wonderful. I was talking to Victor. He was in Ho Chi Minh. We didn't know each other at the time. He was in Ho Chi Minh at the same time as me. I love Vietnam. And it is a lot cheaper, I feel, than the Philippines, and you get a lot more for your buck in Vietnam. Hotel-wise, food-wise, Vietnam is brilliant. I love Vietnam. I want to go back. I want to go back to them all. Yeah, you might have to dump your Comegan girlfriend and find a girl from somewhere else. Find a Boracay lady who's got nice white beaches. Okay, so Zahir, if I love China because there's so many places I want to go back to. Oh God, it's just thinking about it. Going back to, I haven't enough time to go to all of them. I think I'll take on a deal with the daughter. Yeah, buying a plot of land. Yeah, investing. The guy's gone again. Yeah, I wouldn't. It's true. I'm building. You talk about building, creating something with someone. I'm not really down for that at the moment. I am. Thank you for appreciating, and thank you for appreciating my 28k subs that I got overnight yesterday. I hit 28k. It feels like I've been in the 20s far too long. I'm looking forward to getting into the 30s. Thailand, thoughts? Good question. I love Thailand. I've been to Thailand many, many times. And I love their culture. I love being outside. I love walking around there. I love everything about Thailand. But it's the communication thing. It never used to affect me so much in the past. But once you've been to the Philippines and you go back to Thailand, I think the interaction with the people or the non-interaction with the people affects me more than it used to. It used to be okay, but when they don't speak English, I know they're not meant to speak English, but when you're in situations where you can't have conversations every day with Thai people, it's a no-go for me. I need to have interactions with people every day. So as much as I love Thailand, I don't feel that it's as user friendly as the Philippines is. So yeah. What do you like more? Thailand? Oh gosh. That is difficult. Vietnam. Vietnam is wonderful. Vietnam is wonderful. Okay, so if you gave me the choice, say you can go to one of these countries next month for a month, I would probably go to Vietnam. I would probably go to Vietnam. Yeah. And you're going to ask why? It's just the feeling. It's just something. I don't know. I don't know. It's the feeling in Vietnam. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I do. If I had one or the other, I would go to Vietnam tomorrow, but I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Thank you, Oscar Mike, for appreciating. I do get a lot of stick. Excuse me. Can I get some water, please? Thank you. I'm probably going to have to ask him about 6 times again. It's the same guy. He just, I ask him for water, and he's like, "Oh, you're looking to go to Da Nang? Da Nang is a great spot." Yeah, I did. I stayed in the beach area and I stayed in the town. Da Nang is great. It's great. And if you're in Da Nang, you're going to go to Hoi An, which is a really fake city, but it's very picturesque, very Instagrammable, but brilliant. You'll have a great time. Okay, supplements. I've been taking vitamin supplements recently, and I've been taking calcium tablets because apparently my left hip. I went for a medical last 6 months ago in Kuala Lumpur, and my left hip bone density is bordering on not osteoporosis, it's the one in between. So I've been taking calcium tablets. I don't know how they're doing, but so I need to go for another checkup on the calcium, see how my calcium levels are. Almost no one speaks fluent English. I know they're not expected to, but it makes your life a lot easier as a single guy travelling alone when you're travelling in destinations like the Philippines, like Malaysia, where people speak fluent English. It makes it a lot easier. Thank you, Zahil. 50k next, yeah, hopefully. Well, 30k by, hopefully 40k by Christmas. We'll see. The small portable Starlink. So I don't know what the benefits would be, because I seem to be all right with my smart data. I don't know what the benefits will be. Which are you saying Vietnam has the best food? They're bang me. Yeah, they're rolls. Yeah, lovely. Thank you, Travel and Treasure, and good luck with your channel. You'll be up there soon, I hope. What's the English? It's in Vietnam. It's similar to Thailand. Oh God, he brought a glass of water out to her, but he didn't bring one for me. Oh, he's coming. Thank you kindly, my friend. I'm chatting online, so my voice is going. Thank you very much. Thank you. I have been to Cambodia. I love Cambodia. Accommodation in Cambodia is really, really cheap for what you get. You get like villas with swimming pools for $200 a month. So I'm interested in just going for a month just to try that out. So yeah, I'll be following them for a month just to see what it's like. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Cambodia is brilliant. Don't you get some heat from Filipinos when talking about? I do, and Filipinos are very sensitive. You'll find that I don't have many Filipino viewers, subscribers because they get upset about things that I say. I mean, I diss my own country. I talk about my own country, talking negatively about my own country, saying what the problems are there. But as soon as you start saying negatives about Filipinos or the Philippines, you get people take it to heart very much here. So I feel that I'm not able to speak my mind. That's why I don't have many Philippine vlog viewers, because people don't want to hear that. So if you look at travel escapes, if you look at the vloggers who are popular in the Philippines, you will find they don't talk badly or don't talk negatively about the Philippines. So this is why they are successful. Look at travel escapes, how many viewers he's got, because he doesn't say bad things. I'm sure he feels discontent at times, but he doesn't talk badly about it. So yeah, I'm not able to talk negatively about the Philippines without getting negative comments, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, you're right. When I was in my condo, I was eating tomatoes all the time. I need to eat more tomatoes, yes. Okay, so if you look on my about 6 months ago, I went. I can't remember the name of the hospital, but I did a whole vlog on it in Kuala Lumpur. It's a great hospital, and it cost me $329, I think, for the day. It's a really good, and they do body scans as well. And I had scans on my legs as well. So it's a really good deal. So check it out. Check it out in my past videos. So Thailand has the best food. Okay, so Vietnam has good food as well. Sorry, I need to drink some water. Okay, so of course I'm on. So the wall socket asks if my. If you've been watching my channel, you'll know that I'm big on sarcasm. Is that an Australian shirt? Was that an Australian shirt he was wearing? I thought it was a British English soccer team, and then I think it's an Australian shirt. Yeah, my sarcasm. I know it's a joke. It's actually a take on BBC, which British Broadcasting Corporation. So my channel is a homage to that. But I do know what BWC means. Why am I here? Why am I where? I'm in the Philippines. No. I am seeing more. There are more younger Western guys coming. Since COVID, the opportunities to work remotely has increased, and so there are a lot more younger guys here. So there are. So the problem with dating now. Hello, Niels.
Hello.
How you doing? You alright?
Here's another UK guy.
Another UK guy.
You're Philip.
Hello. How you doing? If you're following me, I'm on a live stream, and why are you not watching? If you're following me, okay. Do you want to say hello?
Yes, who is it?
This is Niels. He has a channel. Give a shout out to your channel. Niels, what's your channel? You can't remember the name of your channel. You don't know your channel?
I'm not promoting it so much.
Okay. Niels is one of the reasons why I came to Makati, to Manila in the first place. I used to watch his channel during COVID. So I was drawn to Manila and Makati because of Niels. So tell the viewers your channel, and they will watch your channel. Do they not want them to watch your channel?
Well,
oh gosh, Niels is being very modest about his channel. He's got a great channel, so he doesn't want to tell you the name of his channel. And so, who is this? Your name is Trevor. Do you want to say hello? Trevor is from the UK. Where are you from?
I live in Cambridge.
Cambridge. He's from Cambridge. So these guys have just come for a come for a chat.
Yeah, we're not interrupting. But
You're not interested. There's not many people watching, only 100. You're okay. I like your shirt. Where did you get your shirt from?
Lazada, I think.
It's a very nice shirt. I like your shirt.
Matches the blue.
You like your blue eyes. Yeah.
So we're gonna keep going to landmarks.
Enjoy.
He just arrived a day or two ago, and
Right.
I'm showing him the groceries.
Okay, brilliant.
You know, the important stuff first.
Exactly.
Where are you staying?
I'm staying in Guadalupe. I'm staying near BGC. I'm not in this area. I'm just somewhere else. It's cheaper. It is cheaper. How long are you here for? Oh, nice.
I'm
Okay.
staying in KL.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's just a tiny studio.
Right.
It's £25 a night.
Brilliant. That's not bad. Okay. Nice to see you. Take care. Cheers, Niels. See you again. Cheers. Take care. Bye bye. Where were we? Sorry. Exactly. I am. Yeah. I say how it is. So yeah. In answer to your question, I'll say how it is. Hello, JGR. How high? It's all of these countries: Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam. It is a lot harder, I find, than it is if you're in Malaysia or the Philippines. So it's a challenge. I can't remember the name of his chat. I can't remember. I'll have to. I can't remember. It's Asia something, but he didn't want to promote it. He used to be quite big, like 3 years ago, and that's what drew me to Makati. But he was very reluctant to say the name of his channel because he hasn't uploaded any stuff for a while. Anyway, and also look, Lex has said Niels is the reason that he will retire to Makati. He's lived here for years and he's always advocated how wonderful Makati is. And it was a reason for me coming to Manila. When I was stuck in Cebu during COVID, I was looking at alternatives. I mean, I couldn't come here at the time because I couldn't travel to Manila because I wasn't vaccinated. But as soon as I could come to Manila, I came because of Niels. But obviously he doesn't want to promote his channel. Hypersensitivity to the mild criticism is a feature of many Asian cultures. Okay, it's something that has held back development. They keep asking, what is the name of your channel? Niels is back.
He had a follow-up question. Go ahead.
How's your girlfriend?
Oh,
What's the braces?
he's asking me about the girlfriend. We've had that question 3 times now.
She's still here.
She's I don't know. I'm not in contact with her at the moment anymore. Yeah. Niels, show off your channel.
Well, I bet it was fun while it lasted.
It was fun while it lasted.
Did you take her anywhere, or was it all in Manila?
Just in Manila. Yeah, didn't go anywhere. I have been to Puerto Here we go.
Asian Romance.
Here we go.
11,000 subscribers.
Here's Niels' channel. Look, please subscribe to his channel. It's a great channel. It brought me to Manila and Makati. So please subscribe. Asian Romance. Please go and subscribe. Don't click off the live stream, but please subscribe to him. He's got a great channel.
I'm not very active. But
He's not very active at the moment, but hopefully he'll be active now that you will be subscribing to his channel.
thank you for the promo.
Okay, take care. I'll see you again. Okay, take care.
I like the clean cut look.
Thank you very much.
Like the stubble doesn't really become you.
Thank you. Somebody else said that. Yeah. I like a bit of stubble,
I
but
think the girls here
they like clean shaven. That's why you're clean shaven. Okay.
I did grow a moustache once
Did you?
in Thailand in the early 1980s.
Yeah. Okay.
You're 63?
64 next month. I better get back. They're talking to me. Okay. Take care.
nog mer update at Cebu.
He was asking me questions, not realising that I've got an audience here. But anyway, I have been to Puerto Galera. I like the beach. I like White Beach. White Beach of Puerto Galera. I liked, but I wasn't that keen on the town. I wasn't that keen on Sabang. Sabang for me is not a great place. But yeah, I'm glad you like them both. I'm yet to go to Subic. I want to go to Subic. Yeah, I'm not too sure. He came back though, so he came back and he's promoted his channel. But I'm not too sure why. I think because he hasn't done much stuff recently. I think he's probably embarrassed that he hasn't done much stuff recently. Robert Sterling says bald head seems. He was confused. He's just landed. He was confused. I don't think he understood the concept of me live streaming and trying to ask me questions whilst I was talking to you. Anyway, Asian Romans, yes. Oscar Mike asked, do I pay attention to politics? I am. Victor tries talking to me about it, but I'm not. I've been out of there 5 years and I've got no interest in going back, and I don't really pay much attention to what's going on in the UK, apart from the football. Oh! How safe is it to travel around by? It's okay. So I've had no problems travelling around by ferry. Wherever you go, whatever item of transport you travel on, you're gonna, you're taking your luck in your hands. It's going to end someday, isn't it? So I just go for it. Look, I go for it. I'll go for it. Where's the next? Okay, so I'm going to Cebu. Excuse me, need to take some water. It's been, what is it, 2.5 hours? If you haven't clicked the like button, please could you click the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please could you subscribe. I know most of you are subscribers, but I just need to say so anyway. The next travel destination is going to Cebu later, and yeah, so more of the Philippines. It's getting a bit sunnier now. The sun's coming up. Gosh. Bitcoin. I don't know. I know a lot of people are trading in it, but I don't know. Mr. Pat, hello my friend, how are you? I'm not. I am liking the rides. I'm liking the rides on the motorbike taxis. I know I should, and I know you keep telling me I should do that, but Essex County. Are you really from Essex? Are you Essex County in the USA, or are you Essex County in? The scenery is getting better, isn't it? I need to sit back. I am in Makati, in Greenbelt Mall in Makati in Manila, which is a lovely mall. I need to sit back so you can see the scenery without the trees coming out of my head. New Jersey, okay. So I was born in Essex County in the UK. So I used to go and watch Essex County play cricket. We had a conversation earlier about my favourite sport being either cricket or football. So I used to go and watch cricket, and Essex County Cricket Club were my team. I'm glad you're from New Jersey. Thank you, Bernie. You're a regular, and I love your appreciation. Thank you very much. I wish I was David Bowie. Yeah, a legend. Yeah. Thank you for your appreciation, sir. Thank you very much. Any more questions almost going 3 hours. My voice is going. Let's drink more water. How about getting a small electric stand-up a razor scooter? Okay, so do you watch Mergim's vlogs? He bought one, didn't he? It looks expensive. Are they popular? Yeah, you can hire them. You can hire them. I hired one the other day. You can hire them in BGC. They don't cost very much. They're great fun. Oh, so Peter, so you went for a sleep. I can't believe it. Can't believe that you went for a sleep during my live stream. But you can catch up. You can catch up when I'm off. What is the best way to connect? Okay, so in the description there's Telegram or Insta or Facebook. Oh, you had 8 beers last night. I didn't have you down as a drinker. Oh god, that's expensive, isn't it? You can get a second-hand motorbike for probably $1,000. In fact, I saw a trike for sale in Guadalupe for $1,000. Perhaps that might have been. Perhaps that would have been a better deal than getting one of those little scooter things. What were you drinking? Was it bottles or draft? And where were you, Peter? Where did you go? You just got here, Jamal got here on February the 6th, currently waiting on SSRB. I'm just down the road. Oh, okay. Are you in Gramercy? There used to be a really good bookshop there in Century City, but they closed it now, and it's Biblio. Where are you when you get your SRRV? Where are you going to be? Were you going back somewhere? That is very kind of you. Thank you for the donation. It's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Show off my Joy Division shirt. Where were you, Jamal? Where are you going to be based? Stubby's at home. What were you watching? Sport or film? And who were you with? I need to know all the answers. Watching YouTube. Don't waste your time doing that. It's a nonsense. Oscar, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you, sir. Thank you. You shouldn't have done that. Knightsbridge. Hang on. Oh, Knightsbridge. Sorry. I thought you meant Knightsbridge in London. The Knightsbridge Mall. Okay. The Knightsbridge condo. Okay. You were thinking about Cebu. Have you spent much time in the Philippines so far? Gin and tonic tonight at Girlfriend's. No, okay, that sounds good. Favourite movie of the all time is probably quite a difficult question. I love movies. The Graduate is a great film. The Graduate music is great music. Somebody went past smiling. Okay, second-hand charity shops. There are second-hand bookshops called Book Sale or Biblio. There's loads of ukai stalls, second-hand. There's loads and loads of second-hand shops. Loads of them. That is the reason, frankly, Brian. So you see somebody with a Joy Division t-shirt on, and you go over to them and you say, "Wow, you love Joy Division," and they say, "What?" They bought their shirt, Joy Division shirt, at an ukai store. They don't know who Joy Division is. A lot of people here wear second-hand stuff, not knowing what it means. It's just got a Western name on it, and they buy it. They don't care who it is. So it could say Gary Glitter, and they will buy it. How many people in the chat room? 105. Do you not know? So have you please click the like button if you're new here and have not clicked the like. Please click the like. Thank you. I like being raw and unfiltered. I mean, yeah, it might not. I might be like Marmite. You might love me or hate me, but that's the way I am. What are 3 Filipino channels you watch on YouTube? Filipino. I watch a lot of Rebuti. I watch her. Who else do I watch? I watch. Good question. There's a guy, Savvy Expat. Is it Savvy Expat? I think I watch him. He does a lot of videos about budget and things like that, and condos. I think he's called a Savvy Expat. There's not many Filipino guys I watch. Okay, I'm glad. I hope, Jamal, you did a lot of research online. I hope you got a lot of good knowledge from watching me. Okay, so obviously it took a while. Clockwork Orange, I love Clockwork Orange, and I love the dialogue in Clockwork Orange, and I love the music in Clockwork Orange, and I love the scenes in Clockwork Orange. It's a great film, but it's a little bit disturbing, isn't it? Yeah, especially the second half. But I do love. It's a brilliant movie. It's a brilliant movie. Okay, I'm glad you've listened to. Coming to Manila one day, Peter. I'm glad to stop. Locks. Okay. Train spotting, brilliant. I read the book before. I was doing a course. I was doing a master's in cultural studies. I just dropped that in, and I was studying train spotting. So I read the book before I saw the film. Brilliant book, brilliant film. I love his films. Okay, I don't find Sam Mig Pilson to be as hangovery as Red Horse. Red Horse is not Sam Mig, is it? Red Horse gives me a terrible hangover. Sam Mig, I seem to be fine. Mont Louis, I'm in Greenbelt, Makati, Manila. Rebuti's come back again. She went to France. I've seen her twice since she's been back, wandering around. She's lovely. She's a lovely girl. Great, and she does great content. I'm glad you said that, Peter, not as much as me. I'm glad you added that, because yeah, I would have gone off you and said, don't ever come to Manila. Watching the video you did with that friend. Yeah, get school at school. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I was in two minds about putting that out, but I'm glad I did. Oh, what makes you anxious? The most anxious. Oh, what makes me anxious? I'm going over here again. Get more of the scenery. What makes you anxious? It's a good question. I don't really get that anxious. I'm quite content at the moment. I'm quite chilled at the moment. Nothing as of today. Nothing really is nothing really eating me away that I can think of. Older British, okay, so there was Brighton Rock was great. That was written by the same author, Graham Greene, Third Man. Brighton Rock was a great film. Yes. My voice is going. I've checked out Eastwood area is lovely, and I went to a place, Capital Commons last week, just this side of Quezon City. It's an area called Capital Commons, which is a lovely spot. It's a lovely little spot. So I've done a bit of Quezon City, but not that much. I do prefer it over this way. I mean, a lot of people go over there because it's cheaper. A lot of people go over the other side of the river because it's cheaper to live, but it doesn't really offer as much, in my opinion, as this side of the river. The weather, I don't know if you see the sunshine. The sun is shining. Yeah, that interview was... It's actually got my worst percentage of likes, that interview. A lot of people disliked it. I thought it was humorous. I put it up because I thought it was humorous, in my opinion. That's why I put it up. But a lot of people, I got a lot of negative feedback because of that video. Anyway, you can't please everyone. Red horse, up in your face, dude. Yeah, red. I can drink a couple of Red Horse, but not that much. Good chemistry. Was there good chemistry? I'm glad you love Joy Division, Uncle Eric. Do you have a lady or two that visit you for stress relief on occasion? Yeah, sometimes. That's all I can say. When you visit, I've already visited Anglers. I've got no reason to go back. I'm not really that keen on Anglers. Oh, really? So okay, so I'm not normally out at 1 o'clock. Is it? I'm not really familiar with Amita. Okay, so I met Jason from Asian Unscripted. I met him here actually for a drink a couple of weeks ago. He used to, like Niels, Jason from Asian Unscripted used to vlog a lot in Cebu, and he's now living in Vietnam. So I met him in Vietnam a couple of years ago, and I met him also 2 weeks ago here. He was visiting for a week. He was staying near Amita, and he said there's quite a dodgy area around there. I've not spent much time there. In fact, I'm not really out very much at 1 a.m. at the moment anyway. So, yeah. Which I'm in Manila, Makati, in the Philippines. I don't. Seeker is the security. I don't. Fortunately, mosquitoes don't like me. So fortunately, I don't get bitten by many mosquitoes. And so So dengue fever. There was a big thing about dengue fever. Where was that? That was in Mindanao, I think. I've been touch wood. I've been okay. The only medication I've taken is vitamin tablets and calcium tablets. Yeah, okay, our meter is really dodgy, okay. Oh no, super red horse. What? How many percentage is that? It's nice that the sun's coming out. The sun is shining on me. My stomach is feeling dodgy. What percentage is super? Oh, what are the biggest differences between Manila? Okay, so in my opinion, I feel that Manila women are more cutthroat, are more regard themselves as, how do I put this diplomatically? Higher class, I feel. I feel that Manila women regard themselves as higher value than Cebu women, in my opinion. I don't. I never had this feeling in Cebu that girls think themselves are a cut above the rest, whereas I feel that a lot of Manila women, I'm speaking generally here, find themselves a lot better, higher, feel themselves more Western than Cebu women do. So that is just in my opinion. What do you think? And what do others think? Do I have similar views on that? Do other people feel that they are the same? Okay, I am sort of talking about Makati, BGC. It's difficult to discriminate between, because they get the bug. A lot of it rubs off on. Okay, so I do meet Manila girls who have come from the provinces, so they are the better girls to meet because they are not affected. I feel there are a lot of affected. Am I explaining myself well here or not? I feel that a lot of girls feel that they are higher. That's any reason to put it. Okay, Oscar Mike, am I making myself clear? Am I coming across loud and clear? I need to get something to eat. I don't know whether I want to move. I need something to eat. Do I want to get something to eat or do I want to move? My stomach is dodgy. I don't know if I need to eat or just walk. I think it's been over the last couple of years. I've seen the progression over the last couple of years. Well, I've only known of Manila women in the last 2 years, and 2 years ago they were similar. I think it's rubbing off on the general society here. I think in general it's getting tougher to meet I don't know. So Oscar Mike, I'm not. This is my first live on a Saturday for a while. I used to do lot more live streams in Cebu, but I will make it more of a regular thing from now on. Okay, so prescription drugs. So the other day, I was in the swimming pool and I got an ear infection. Now I went to the chemist, you don't say chemist here, they say pharmacy. I went to the pharmacy to try and get some drugs or something to put in my ear to clear this ear infection. They said you can only get this eardrops if you have a prescription. And of course I would have to go to a doctor to get a prescription to get that item. So I couldn't get it. I didn't want to go and queue up at a doctor for 3 hours so I got something off the counter that sort of worked. It is some pharmacies will sell you drugs that are meant to be prescription only, but they'll sell it to you anyway. Some suppliers won't. So it depends. It depends on the pharmacy whether they would sell you a drug that is meant to be prescription only or not. So new Super Red Horse is 10%. I'm glad I kept you entertained. I've still got my Viagra from Thailand. You can get it in Watson's here. It's quite funny because if you go to Burger Street, there's guys on the street selling you Viagra, and I say, well, you can go to Watson's and buy it over the counter for 170 pesos anyway, mate. So I don't know why you're bothering. Any more questions? I either need to eat or walk. I'm not too sure what to do yet. I'm quite hungry. 5 inches is not enough here. You need to have some treatment. That's a good question. Are you a single mum in your 30s and or 40s? I've dated single mums in Thailand in their late 30s, but I've not done so here. People have said that before. I have not gone down that route. Perhaps I should. People in wheelchairs, yeah, but they're not very wheelchair friendly here. There are. Hello Yoda, where have you been? They are not very wheelchair friendly in the Philippines at all. They might be in the Makati, but not generally. The curbs, you know, you tread off a curb that high down to the pavement and then go along for a foot and then go up again. They're not wheelchair friendly here at all, unfortunately. Future travel plans, sorry. More of the same. I'm going to Cebu and I'm going to Leyte, and then I'm back in Manila. So more of the same. Where have you been, Yoda? Why have you not been here? I can't believe it. Okay, shall I call it a day? I don't really want to call. I'd like to keep going. Maybe I should get some food and eat here and keep going. I'll do that. Loser back home. Well, it's just a saying. LBH. It's a saying. You know that we're not successful in our own countries, and so we come to live in Asia because we're not successful in our home country. That is that saying. Driving, don't get Victor started on the driving laws here. There is no driving laws. You do need a license, really, to drive around. But nobody drives around here as if they've got a license because the driving is atrocious here. So don't buy yourself a decent car or a motorbike. Just I don't know how they pass their test here. There is a driving test. I don't know how they pass it. Their driving is atrocious. They will cut you up on the inside. There are no laws. We are Eskimo brothers. Of course, I remember you. Okay. Hashiria. Am I pronouncing that right? Of course, you can't tell me if I'm pronouncing it right or wrong. I have written my memoirs, and one day I will publish them. At the moment, I don't think I've got enough of an audience for you to want to buy my ebook, but I think if I get to 100,000 subscribers, maybe then I will publish my ebook. Yes, I can order. You're right. I will do that. I'll do that. Although my stomach is funny. I do have a funny stomach, so maybe I need to leave it. Oh, 360. Sorry, yeah, I'll do that.
They're not up. They don't have.
Back to me, I'm afraid. There's your 360. Sana all, yes. Is there road tax? I don't know about road tax. I'm not too sure about yearly tests. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Look at the menu. Thank you. Right, what shall I have? What shall I eat? Sandwich, I think. What do we fancy? Oh, salad. I think I'll go with the salad. So they've got lots of crepes and pancakes. What do we fancy? Order something light that is salty. Oh, that's very kind of you. Who is that? Oscar Mike. You shouldn't. That's very kind of you. That's very kind of you. You shouldn't be doing that. Light that is salty. What is light and salty? I don't want something that's going to be too much of a mess. I think I might just go with a salad. Sausage feast. So 49 reefer. Just ask if I earn enough. Just about. Now I've got a video coming up of my budget for the last 6 months. So I just about cover my living costs. So people say, why are you not going to, more expensive places to eat or more expensive hotels? Because I can't afford it. That is not a cry out for money. It's just I'm just treading even. Yeah, but my stomach is speaking in not a hungry way. My stomach is speaking in an upset way. Thank you, Jiffy. It's very kind of you. Oh, Baloo. So, Jiffy, I am from Essex, Romford in Essex, just outside London. And I lived in London for 20 years during the 90s and noughties. And then I moved to Brighton, and I spent the last 10 years of my life, my last 10 years of my time in the UK in Brighton before moving here in 2019. So, yeah. Where are you? Thank you very much. 49 reefer. Thank you for your appreciation. And thank you all for viewing. And if you haven't liked, can you please like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I think I'm going to have salad. The gold guy, his wife has a scooter rental shop. Which gold guy? I'm going to go for, maybe, oh gosh, I don't know now. Salty. Any more questions? Whilst I think about what to stuff in my face. Okay. Hearty breakfast plate. I think I'll have hearty breakfast plate. Now that Oscar Mike has treated me to breakfast, which is very kind of him, I'm gonna have hearty breakfast plate. Country bacon, 2 eggs, scrambled eggs, and salad. That sounds wonderful. If I can get some. Oh, you're starting a podcast. Oh, you're in southern Devon. My friends live in Topsham, and I've got other friends. My friend during university. I had a friend who lived in Exeter, so my friends live in Topsham, and I did his wedding. My friend from university, I did his wedding. The guy who lived in Exeter, I did his wedding in Topsham. Lovely little village, town. Oh, Goldfinger from Dumagetti. Oh, I don't know him. Colchester, okay. This is Ben. This is a different guy. Okay. Now we're talking UK. Lady. Hello. Can I get the hearty breakfast plate, please?
Bacon ham.
Bacon, please.
Okay. Your egg.
Sunny side up, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Can I get some more service water?
Okay.
Where are we? You're midway between Exeter and Plymouth. Okay. I had another friend at Plymouth University and went to see him once. Drove from Essex to Plymouth. Gosh, that's a long drive, isn't it? Plymouth is miles away. You think you're there, but then you've got to go even further. Take care, Tika. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for being here, Tika. Take care. Oh, I don't think I know him. I don't think I'm Goldfinger. I don't think I know him. Why don't you have a lovely Filipino on your arm tonight? Because this is morning. It's now 12:10. It's now afternoon. Maybe later I will. Where are we? So you're cutting a cucumber and drink nasty ass collagen powder with bone broth. Oh gosh. That doesn't sound very appetizing. Well, it sounds quite nasty arse. Service water of that. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Sorry sir, no service water. And you know where the date's coming up? Hopefully. I don't want to talk about them because that always puts the mockers on it, doesn't it? The sun's just coming over the top. Where was I going? I don't like to talk about dates coming up. Like the other day I had a date and I thought, I'm not going to tell Victor because that's going to put the mockers on it. Because what are the chances of it not happening? The chances of it not happening are quite a lot. So I don't like to talk about it. Okay, was Plymouth worth the drive? I've got these photographs of is it Plymouth Hoe or something? I was sitting outside somewhere by the water. I've got these photographs. This is going back 40 years. I've got these photographs sitting outside. Okay, so I think it was just last night eating a carinderia. I think it was last night with the reheated food. I don't think it was. It doesn't happen very often. I eat at the same carinderia every week, and it doesn't normally happen. So I'm quite lucky, I think. But it wasn't the carinderia I normally go to that's given me the tummy trouble. So, any more questions? Seem to have stopped. Okay, so I generally drink it. At most places I go to, I drink the service water and I take the ice. Most of the time I drink it. I do ask if they do filtered ice water, but most of the time it's fine. Hello Summit, how you doing? I think there probably are. There's loads of overseas foreign workers in the UK. Loads. Kazna, how's it going? Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so I was in Thailand for 3 months before I came here, and I just got fed up with Thailand. I've been going to Thailand for many years, and I got fed up with going to Thailand and was looking to go somewhere else. And I think I don't know whether I did. That's probably going to come up in the next one because I've been here 5 years coming up in March, so I'm probably going to make it then. So I came to the Philippines wanting a change of scenery from Thailand. Carinderia food is like it's been left all day, hasn't it? It's been hanging around. So this carinderia I went to last night, the food had been sitting around there all day, and I said, "Can you reheat this mongo?" So it was probably that. So the problem with carinderia food is they don't really replenish it. They bring it out at the start of the day and they leave it there. So I think it's probably something to do with that. Take care, Jiffy. Which Canadian guy travels on a scooter and does not have a home base? I don't know which one that is. Where is he? Well, where is he now? Okay, where are you going to Manila or Cebu? So Oscar Mike, where was I? I went to, so off Dumaguete, there's Apo Island. I don't know if you've heard of that, Apo Island off Dumaguete, which is a brilliant area for turtles, and also off the coast of Oslo, there's you can go snorkeling around there. Everywhere, in Palawan, there's lots of island hopping tours where you can go snorkeling. Cebu, gosh, there's the choices are endless. I was in Thailand last January in Bangkok and Pattaya. So it's been a year ago. Okay, so you're flying into Cebu. And this is your first time, isn't it? 4:15, where are you? 4:15. Take care. Okay. And how long are you going to be around for? When you're flying into Cebu, how long are you going to be there for? Okay. And where else are you going to go? Yeah, you're in. Okay, brilliant. So you're flying into Cebu, and then what are your plans after that? Are you going to go to Bohol or Sikihor? Where are you planning on going to? That has been sitting there for 3 hours. It's very warm now. Okay, so you're going to Cebu. Check out my videos on Cebu. There's some great islands off the coast of Cebu. Bantai and Camotes. There's some great islands off the coast of Cebu. And then you can also go to Bohol, you can go to Siquijor. So if you're going to Cebu, there we go. Siquijor, yes. Don't worry. Bohol, yeah. You're here for a month. That's what I would have advised. You're here for a month, so if you're going to go, you're going to be in a small area. You're Cebu, Bohol, Siquijor, in that area. That's a good choice. Plenty of opportunities, and you'll see plenty around there in 30 days. So that's a good idea. Hello, Ronald. What time is it? Gosh. Whereabouts in Holland are you? I need to move away so you can see the scenery. Are you meeting up with somebody, or are you going to be on Jiffy? What are your plans? Are you meeting up with somebody, or are you travelling alone? Hello Tobias, how's it going? How's Chicago doing? 5 in the morning. Ronald. Okay. Where in Holland are you? What are you doing up at 5 in the morning? I know it's good of you to get up to watch me, but why are you really up? So this is Greenbelt, Makati. Sun's come out since I've been sitting here. Okay, brilliant. That's a good way to be. We were talking earlier about travelling alone. It's really the best. That's the best. That's your best option. You'll probably pick up something along the way. Hopefully not anything dodgy on your stomach or other areas. So if you haven't liked, could you please like? If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. There's the flies around it. Okay, Pampanga. Thank you, 49 Arifa. Any more questions? Oh, I'm getting hungry now. Any more questions? I seem to have come to the end of the questions. Oh, Alistair, all over. All over. I think Zamboanga. But anywhere, Mindanao is just the best. Mindanao is just the best. Where have you been, and what are your plans? Have you been to Mindanao? I love Mindanao. Really? Okay, so you can get a Philippines passport, invest $75. Really? Is that true? Okay. Thanks for being here. I did read that. Yeah, Victor was talking to me about that the other day. 75,000. It's not 75. 75. It's 75,000. Not $75. $75,000 It's SIRV visa. Yeah, I read that. I haven't really got that money to waste. Okay. No, I wouldn't, Oscar Mike. I wouldn't worry about it. You don't have to tell anyone. That's a lot of investment. I will not be doing that. Okay, so you can get.
Hearty bacon, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hearty breakfast, please.
That's great. Thank you.
Enjoy, sir.
Thank you.
Ready to order?
So I need to show you my that my good friend Oscar Mike has treated me to. Thank you, Oscar Mike. That's very kind of you. So you can put if you're ex-military, you can get a retirement visa for very little money. Otherwise, it's 10 or 20,000 American dollars. If you're up to 50, I think it's 20,000, and then over 50, it's $10,000. But you need to leave the money in their system. You can't. It's money that's untouched. Condo prices have dropped apparently in BGC because of there's so many. There's about 20 new condos going up in BGC, so there's lots of rooms to fill up. So yeah, apparently the prices have dropped, but I still won't be taking one. I'm still happy where I am. I'm not going to be going there. So excuse me whilst you can carry on. 1,500, that was it. I knew the SSRB military was cheaper. Okay, so in Thailand, 49 Arifa, 38. Stunning. In the Philippines, probably 36, I think. Why no judgment? It was that tomato he was talking about. I need to eat more tomatoes. Hello, who's that? Bill Evans. I'm seeing you soon, Bill. I'm coming to see you. I was going to surprise you, but now you're here. How are we, Bill? I'm having me breakfast. How's it going? How's Cebu? Have you thought of getting the SRRV visa, Bill? You're still sucking wind. Have you thought of getting? Because this question's just come up. It's only $1,500, and I know you're ex-military. Have you thought of considered doing that?
I gave you my card. Okay, yeah, card.
You're thinking 13A, okay. Isn't that a tourist visa? Isn't the 13A the tourist visa? Okay. I've been going 3.5 hours. It's now. My voice is starting to go. Oh gosh! I think we need to talk. Blimey. Right. My food has arrived. It's been lovely to see you all. Please could you click on the like if you haven't liked yet. Please could you subscribe if you've not subscribed. I don't want to stuff food in my face whilst you're watching, so I will check you all in another week's time. Maybe even tomorrow, if I'm not doing anything. I will check you out. I'll chat you later. Sorry, Bill. I know you've just come on, but I'm going now. So thanks everyone for watching. I will see you all again soon. Take care, everyone. Thanks for your donations. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hot dogs. And